Welcome, everybody. We're here at Gulfstream Park, race 5, oldie. I like the 5 horse, Cazalit. Jose D'Angelo trying to catch Safi Joseph in the wins, oldie. He was 4 behind to start the day. He only need 3 more. Sources on the turf. The E morning line, oldie's even money. Everybody on the 6. I like the 5 on the turf. The rails are out. It's got speed. Let's go. Like, I think he could send and be gone. I think this horse fits. You got Cassie with the 6 horse, but I'm all on the 5 here. Luca and Cassie don't hit well. We'll see what happens. Let's go.
Coach Kane to the outside gate.
Well, I got something in time. There we go.
They're at the post. They're off. Slow break, Coach Kane. He was a step slow to get moving.
That's what we want.
Light away quickly. Cajolo is down at the inside, and he's on to take over the lead. Supreme Honor comes away in the top flight and at the rails, sir. Cross traffic. Rasil's out between horses.
6 is
Coach
wide
Kane
now.
floats a bit wide at the first turn run. Cajolo is on top by 3. Cajolo leads by.
I thought it was Coach Kane, not Coach Kane.
And at the rails, Supreme Honor is 3rd.
Yeah.
Coach Kane is racing on the outside of Sir Cross Traffic, who's covered up and headstrong and a bit tight. Second last is he, and the trailer is Rasil. 23-2 for a pumped up opening quarter speed, less than 6 furlongs to go.
Pump it up, Chris.
On top for Mirage, a length and a half. Rosalite is there second, outside Coach Kane is 3rd. From the rails, Supreme Honor is there 4th, working between horses is Sir Cross Traffic, and 3 to the trailer, Rasil. They race their way to the half-mile grounds, and the opening half-mile complete in 47 seconds flat. Cajolo on top by 2, Kozolite is 2nd. Coach Kane is asked to quicken together with Supreme Honor, Sir Cross Traffic. He's guided to the outside for a clear shot. The trailer is Rasil. They stack, they pack, and they round the far turn. With now a new leader, Kozolite shoves the neck in front. Cajolo is 2nd, 3rd Coach Kane, 4th at the rail. That's Supreme Honor. Trying to run on from the back, Sir Cross Traffic. The trailer is Rasil.
Come on, kick.
Kozolite.
Come on, kick away.
Kozolite. Wheels
kick
away.
away.
Top of widening 3-length lead now.
Come on.
Traffic down the center of the racetrack, trying to get into 2nd. Then Coach Kane, who's in very tight.
Come on.
Past the 16th pole.
That was the try, too.
3. Sir Cross Traffic running home at 2. He's out of time.
Get out.
It's Kozolite in front. He wins by 2 over Sir
Well,
Cross
the
Traffic.
best out of the card all
Coach
day.
Kane disappoints to be
morning line from EE. I had a note. We can look at it if you're an EE user. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. 3-1, beat the favorite, And I talked about this horse being the pick 5 single. I got knocked out in leg 3. It probably paid pretty good. Much the best on the, the turf. And D'Angelo trying to catch Jose. He's got runners today, and this horse ran really good last out, oldie. They get over to the turf, and Jose D'Angelo so much better second time out. He doesn't hit with a lot of maidens, but he got one later that might have a look. But yeah, Scrat was really good. I even like the try, but I like the pick 3. We saw it there for a second. And Oldie, I'm glad you're here. I know you've had a lot going on. It's good to see you. Great day of racing, right?
Yeah. Super excited to be here. Glad that everything seems to be working out. So, and as well, glad that we get Kentucky Downs live today, which is huge, too, which is exciting to me. So
they had a 99-1 Odie that won the first race. That's what I love to hear at Kentucky Downs.
I love it.
Thanks, Jay. Crypto, good to see you. James Scrat, always thanks everybody for being here. Great day of racing. Came 5-3-4. The favorite finished 6th, Coach Kane. Odie, go ahead.
I don't think we're that surprised by that, though, right?
No, check this out. Here, I'm going to pull this off. And so, his second time out, 2-year-old colt, GSR goes up a few points, ran really well first time out in the dirt. And again, D'Angelo 17%, but, we cover him a lot, Oldie. He was trailing by 4 wins from Safi for the Royal Palm meet tomorrow. He just won 2 out of the first 5 races. So he only 2 wins back. It's just those 2 for the leading trainer. But he had, mean, this horse looked great. Looked to be speedily. Let's watch the
Hmm.
race for a second. You know, out in front. I mean, the group didn't look to be a lot and hangs on to win the race in. And
Yeah.
you look at the 4. Who's the trainer, Oldie? One of your most favorite trainers to bet
Say
against.
you can make a living betting against Antonio Sano. I say it all the time.
And then you look at the 6 is Cassie. He's not had a great meet. Yes, this horse fits from a GSR, but it's had chances in 46 and 48s. And so then you go back to D'Angelo, and this horse made sense. And look at EE Morning Line 1-1. Where's the cause? They're not played in the win pool because you get 3-1 there versus a 1-1 EE Morning Line. Oldie, and so much value. Like it's crazy, but made a lot of sense. Reyes got 3 wins today already in the first 5 races. Zaya is riding up at either Saratoga. He's riding Saratoga, I
Yeah.
believe. He won a race earlier.
Yeah, we liked him in or I liked him in the stakes today at Saratoga.
We got 840, OD. I mean,
I had to rush. I barely got a $25 win bet in. I would have done
it's a,
more
it's,
had I had
it's,
control there.
yeah, no, it's, what's it I'm curious, and then we'll move on, everybody. The pick 5 paid 3,400. So good. I didn't, I missed the third leg, but I double single. I had a single in the third leg too. I tried to played some pick 3, but win bet, always bet your single and best bet, Oldie. Win bet and always makes the day. All right. We want to go to Kentucky Downs.
Let's go to Kentucky Downs. To the Downs, to the Downs, to the Downs.
I mean, I always watch the race sim, especially in the main specials, right? I mean, every race.
Yeah.
It's the first thing I do, Odie. You have speed to the outside, maybe. It looks like there's a lot of people who are going to be up front. The pace numbers are, I mean, spread, but a lot in the 50s and 60s.
So this is race 6 at Kentucky Downs. And we're going to scratch the 16.
The three is the favorite way inside.
Yeah.
The 7 Oldie ends up winning the race sim, and I guess finds a good stocking trip. Is the lowest pace number, but it, kind of to my point, they're all close. I mean, this horse kind of rockets on the grass.
Yeah.
I mean, Dyer, Lannery. I mean, it's run really well at Ellis to prep for this. They cut back. I mean,
yeah,
it's tough race, but I mean, you look at the 1 horse. I mean, it's 18-1. I mean, it's there on the race sim.
Yeah. I kind of think the 8 has a little, I know the GSR is bad, but I kind of think it has a little bit of a long shot look for like a Kentucky Downs long shot.
I mean, it's 5%. So, I mean, there's the highest win percent, all these 18. And this horse, beer money, has just continually burned money. But it has faced tougher. But I don't like betting. I mean, it's a Ward, yeah, Turf, yeah, Jose, but this horse don't like to win. And it couldn't win at Keeneland at 46, which is where you want Ward to win. I mean, I don't know. I'm not. I would be against that horse. The 9 is 57-1 is 8%. I mean, this horse fits, I guess. It sprinted really well on the turf. That's its best races. And at Turfway Park. I mean, not bad long shot. They loading.
They're about to.
I have zero opinion in this race. My opinion lived with that Gulfstream race.
Yeah, no, I'm going to take a little shot on a win play show on the 8. Might not take to the turf, but it's Kentucky Downs. It plays a little different than the GSR, so I think that's worth a shot. They're going towards the gate, so let me get that up for everybody here, and we're going to show our first race this year at Kentucky Downs.
Sylvain, you like the 11? Oh, Zaya's got 2 wins. Good for him. Yeah, he off all those mounts at Gulfstream. Reyes have 3 wins in the first 5 races at Gulfstream Park.
Into line. Homer's Odyssey to the inside stall.
I mean,
Mr. Bobo
in a
ready.
race like
Liam's
this,
Lagoon coming along.
my entertainment play, the 11, I could see somebody mentioned they like the 11. I would need to
run into post position 3.
We focus
pie set,
a lot more on these stakes races, but my big thing is looking at post position here, Oldie.
Peishi, Portuguese for fish. Mary's Lad is set.
I'm on the 7. I'm on the top pick.
Okay.
Beach. 3 left to load.
I'd be on the 3 if I was not playing the 8 here.
Kingsmere enters gate 5 after a brief delay, and that leaves Lower Broadway and Freedom Street.
Freedom
Kingsmere acting up a little in gate 5. Just the one start 9 months ago for Kingsmere. Freedom Street takes the outside stall. They're ready to go. Racing. Homer's Odyssey and Liam's Lagoon begin well with Lower Broadway. Beer Runners quickly into stride and is looking for the lead, and Clear the Beaches down the outside, moving up into a prominent position. Beer Run holds the lead. It's Beer Run in front of Lower Broadway. 2 lengths away comes Homer's Odyssey on the inside of Clear the Beach, followed by Freedom Street running 5th. Ahead of Liam's Lagoon and Mary's Lad, Kingsmere, and back on the inside, Mr. Bobo, attended closely by O'Patrick as they race by the 3/8 pole. Peishi is a long way back in the field in company with Out of Pie. They reach the top of the stretch, 5/16 left to go. Beer Run as a joint leader with Lower Broadway on his outside. Homer's Odyssey is back along the rail. Out wide, Mary's Lad. Freedom Street has the gold colours. Mr. Bobo's just in behind those with Liam's Lagoon. 3/16 to go. Beer Run is under the whip. The favourite standing on a thin ledge. On the outside, Clear the Beach threatens. Homer's Odyssey blocked near the inside, and Mary's Lad coming. Beer Run responding. He's just in front. He's starting to straight away now. He's cracking the code today. Beer Run breaks through for an overdue score over Clear the Beach. Homer's Odyssey ahead away 3rd, and Mary's Lad checked in 4th.
That's why I just don't go too crazy there, Oldie. But the favorites, where was it, Thursday? They didn't race yesterday, but they had a lot of favorites won on Thursday.
Yeah, and the other thing is they have a lot of long shots, but in general over the years, but there are favorites that still win. It's not, it's just the percentage is, while not Perfway, is still lower.
Hey, there's a big oldie for charity race over at Indiana Grand. Why don't we drop in there real quick?
All right.
Here, I can. Hold on.
I got
you. So, 2-year-olds, 230,000 QHRAI Stallion Service Auction for charity finals. They all had to qualify to get here. The outside post probably going to be tough, in my opinion. You got a horse like the 8. He's a hot guy. And current favorite, won 3 in a row, 54, 56, and a 66. Definitely fits here. Romped in the trial to get here. Ran a 1775 going 350 yards. Sydney Jack, the top pick. I mean, going to have to improve. Ran a 1790, but you don't always got to run the fastest trial time. Is the top pick. The 8, your big favorite. And then, in my mind, you also have the 10, and then we'll talk about the 1, who's taking a lot of money. 1 in the trial in the 1796. You know, I think those 3 are probably it, Oldie. And then let's look at the 1-7 Beaches. You know, it has really run well. I always like to look at the trouble line. You know, you probably could toss this effort. Romped last out. You know, you're getting 5-1. That's kind of where I looked. I I probably would be on the 8, but I have a little bit of interest in the 10 for some reason, but I don't know. I think I would land on the 8 here. I know you're getting 6-5, which I think is fine, but that's where I'd probably go. Winnie, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the only one you didn't. So the 9, I think, has a little bit of an outside shot. Maybe the 2 as well. Did run similarly to,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but the 17:55 time there, if the 8 runs that time, the 8's gone.
Well, I am ran a 17, so 55, 71, and 75, right? I mean,
yeah.
and although, it's tough to win 4 races in a row, but I know in my mind, I just thought he kind of towered over this group. We didn't get a chance to cover this race on the preview show, but I did look at it, and that's ultimately where I kind of landed a couple of days ago, and then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I looked at this. So, but even money, but it's where I would go in a stakes race like this. I thought was quite a bit better than this group. And
Yeah,
maybe,
I agree.
Wins another race. So,
if you're getting even money, you should probably just take that. That seems like
and maybe it's even the exacta. Maybe it's the 8 over the 9-10 and the exacta.
Yeah.
I do think maybe this 1 can run though. You mentioned the 2.
Yeah, the 2 Victory Beach.
Yeah.
Similar to times to all the other ones that you mentioned.
So keep going. I'd be playing the try here in a race like this then.
But wouldn't you just play the 8 on? I think I'd play the 8 on top.
Yeah. No, of course, Oldie. Yeah, I'm with you. But I think you probably. Let me see here. But I would play the 8 to win 100%. Isn't that? It's $6. Nobody's really the 1 horse was the one that took early money and then now it's like floating up. Yeah, because you could actually. I would just play the win bet here. I'm with you because these horses young. You're probably going to get somebody in the middle that might run on in the try.
Yeah.
I don't have, but I'm with you. I just take the 4 to 5 and just on the win bet. All right.
One Sweet Wagon, 7 Beaches, Sizzling Heart coming up. Those 2 for Tony Cunningham. Now Victory Beach.
We did play. I played a pick 4 at Gulfstream. Only I singled that horse. That was the second leg. So we have 2 more legs.
Let's get it on.
The Hawkeye had the top trial time. The final here over the 350. Now Del Rey's rolling by you. Be a double for Giovanni Vasquez Gomez. George Torres with a flair for politics to post forward. He's a Hawkeye 3 to 5 favorite. Just a couple back. Francisco Quintero with CM Eagle Run. Picks up the Tony Cunningham trio and 1 more. Edgar Diaz with Beach Burner. Won his trial. Final here, restricted green 3 over the 350 yards. All in. Straightening out Beach Burner. He's a Hawkeye 4 to 5 favorite. Beach Burner coming up. All in line. And they're off. He's a Hawkeye. Bob.
Oh, bump.
A Hawkeye will need
Squeeze.
to overcome that. Fast start.
Oh, man. Not good. That's brutal.
Crowding, some bumping in the middle. He's a Hawkeye, got hampered. Charging on the outside, Sydney Jack and Beach Burner with the rail at 7 Beaches. 7 Beaches near home.
Oh, wow.
With on the outside, a flair for politics who's
4.
to win it. And right there was
At 20 to 1.
Turner and Sidney Jack as had hard luck in the final for the QHR.
Nice little scratching. Post time over at Saratoga, Oldie. Race number 7 with Long Neck Paula. The A-horse, that was a rough trip, Oldie.
Yeah.
Got banged around. That's what happens sometimes in a 2-year-old stakes race like that, though. We covered this race on the weekend preview show, Oldie.
Yeah, we did actually, and
we both were on the 5 Long Neck Paula, currently 2-1. The Delightful Claire taking all the action, currently 3-4. Big value on Stone Smuggler, but you and I was 5-1-3. I like the 1 for second, huh?
Yeah, we thought it was between the 3 the picks here, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that Scotty, the 4 did end up in the 8 path. They were so squeezed there in that Scotty in the chat in that stakes race. Like the 6, 5 through the 10 were like all in like a couple pass. That was tough. All right, I got the sound.
All right.
First weekend preview show race will be
exciting. Yeah, nice so scratching that was disappointing. For sure.
I don't know. I guess I have to figure out if I was on journalism and you're on what's your plan now?
I'm still on fierceness. I mean, that wouldn't change my opinion there.
I assumed. Sylvain, probably, but it's not going to impact the winner.
And they're up in the Prioress. Long Neck Paula and Praying are both out very alertly. Here's Flat Out Time along the inside, moving right into contention, and Stone Smuggler there too. Delightful Claire is at the back of the field. And so Long Neck Paula with the early edge leads the way by a length and a half. Flat Out Time, Stone Smuggler. Stone Smuggler takes second. Praying is fourth through a quarter in 22-3. Heavily favored. Delightful Claire is asked to pick it up from behind. She's 5 lengths off Long Neck Paula, who will come to the quarter pole under Dylan Davis, leading by a length and a half. Praying moves into second with a threatening bid. On the inside, Flat Out Time looking for a spot in between rivals. They're followed by Stone Smuggler and Delightful Claire. 1 furlong left. Long Neck Paula and Praying on the outside on even terms.
Oh no, 6 kick away.
Take the lead and quickly puts away Long Neck Paula. Praying in a huge performance under Eric Conso wins the Prioress in emphatic fashion. Photo for second, Delightful Claire and Flat Out Time.
Showed the ability to right off the pace. Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do?
That with those young horses, that happens sometimes, though, as well.
Medina can sell Newton and her stud farm. Good for them. Win at Saratoga. They came over from Kentucky. We're over at Churchill and was down at Oakland, Oldie, racing a stakes race there back in March. Big price. Mr. Chris Couples, good to see you. And Gary,
Number 6, Praying was first.
At Gulfstream Park, I would not probably play the pick 6 today. My best bet was that race 5. I probably won't play pick 5 today or pick 6, Gary. I have a pick 4 that's going. I like that 5 horse so much, Gary. But Chris Couples, good to see you. All right, Oldie. We headed to Gulfstream.
Yep.
The weather was potentially going to be coming, they said, but they're on the turf today, and that was that last race. But they're on the synthetic here, Oldie.
Yeah.
This race is tough. I had the 3 on top, Strand of Gold. It is the long shot. It's getting absolutely crushed, 7-2, oldie. I think sits a really good trip. There's a lot of speed here, I thought. You can see the 5 and 7 are out there. I thought Musical Journey actually has dangerous long shot look on the front end, but 5 fits, oldie. I thought that 3 could maybe sit the trip on the Tapeta. Oh no, I did have actually, now that I look at this, I had the 5 on top, but this race wide open. I thought even Sal's Dream Girl had a look, oldie. I think the 10 can win the race. That post is brutal with no speed. So, I was against the 10, but it can win. I mean, but it's a tough post, oldie. So, but I did think Bet Stormy probably the favorite. Look, it's dropping, makes a lot of sense. DeBona, I think I could see this horse winning. It's what I put on top, but I could see an upset here.
So let me give you a potential upsetter here, a long shot play that I like.
Okay.
The 9 Compass Rises.
Okay.
So, has been close at this level. And, last time out at 8.5 instead of, a mile 70, which it's just a slight difference in distance. Almost got there. And, if you look at the chart caller's notes there, it says, that it was closing willingly, I believe, and that there might have been a little bit of trip trouble there. So I see no reason why this horse at a big price. It was 27-1 that day. Today it's 11-1, but it was close there. And I don't see why this horse doesn't run a similar race and has a shot here.
I would tell you, it wouldn't surprise me. I didn't use that horse in my pick 4. I placed a saver bet, so I hope it wins. Either way, because I think the pick 4 is singling that last horse. It could pay good. I think you can beat the 5. I mean, I have the 5 on top. Well, it was my top pick, but I don't know. The Tapeta, these races are so hard. I've handicapped them, I don't know, for 3 months straight. And sometimes they can seem a little formful, and then other times it could vary. I thought Musical Journey that Miguel rides here, gets up on over the Apprentice Greenidge, he's fine. He does win some races, but usually at a price. But Miggy been riding good. This horse could get loose and set just paceless fractions. So it wouldn't surprise me, the 9 or 10 are coming on the race sim. I think the 2 has a shot. I think Strand of Gold has a big shot. This horse is dropping. It's off the claim for Gonzalez. Reyes won only 3 of the first 5 races. So, having a monster day.
So Alfredo agrees with me on the 9 there. He's got the 9 in his picks there.
Yeah. Alfredo, I loved the 5 in race 5. You look at my note in EE, Alfredo, you'll love it. But they're taking a lot. The Rainbow. See, Gary, the Rainbow 6 only have 35,000 in it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
And the only thing, I don't really have a strong opinion on that sequence, which is why I wouldn't play the pick 6 oldie. If it did, it would be race 9, but it's a very tough sequence. So I could see people wanting to take a shot, but I don't know. I didn't have enough strong opinion, oldie, in a lot of the races here at Gulfstream, other than that last race. But
all right, they're going to the Tapeta. Do you want me to bring that up here?
I got you.
For letting us train them, and it's been great and been a great year. So.
The horses are approaching.
Sounds like I might have more than one sound on there.
In trials for the Miss Roxy.
We still got the winners down there in that stakes race at Indiana Horseshoe. Bill, good to see you too. Alfredo has been crushing it. I saw your Woodbine hit, and then you had a Gulfstream hit right before that, Alfredo.
Very nice, Alfredo. I did see it. I don't know if I had a chance to retweet it, but I did see it.
Mike, good to see you. Saratoga is coming to an end, Oldie, right? It's what, Monday, I think, is the last racing day. Aren't they racing Monday? I think I saw.
But I feel like the meet hasn't been that great. I've heard a lot of complaining about the fields from people.
I did not really bet much at all there this summer.
Almost time.
I don't know.
Moving in for race number 6, 7-5 favorite is Bet Stormy. Roberto Figueroa riding for Bobby DeBona.
All right, let's see what we have coming up next. In the meantime, of course, they're all
Kentucky Downs in probably 9 minutes, Oldie. And we got Woodbine in 12, but yeah. Gilly, yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I do.
Draw on the outside, Mi Amore will complete the line. It's a field of 9. They're in line for race 6. All set. They're off. At the rail, Diamonds for Lily gets the first call. Here's the favorite, Bet Stormy, in the middle, looking for some forward position. Musical Journey gets started on the outside. These three almost in line. Strand of Gold's backing off into a 4th spot now, ahead of Sal's Dream Girl. On their outside, Mi Amore drops over from the high draw to land only 2.5 lengths off the speed. She's in front of Compass Rises, who's 3 deep. Trendy is second last, and the trailer is the Sunroof, and the leader is now Bet Stormy. Bet Stormy with a very reasonable pace being set in front by a half a length, 25-2 for the quarter speed. At the inside,
wow, that's slow.
Second. Strand of Gold is between horses. Outside, Musical Journey. Held up between horses is Mi Amore, bracketed in now by Compass Rises, who's a bit deep on the course. Yellow blinkers of Sal's Dream Girl comes about 4 lengths off the lead. 3 clear of Trendy, and Sunroof is last. They're fanned across the course here. One of the reasons for that is they're not going much on the pace side of things. The leader is Bet Stormy, but only narrowly the half. 50-2 at the rail. Diamonds for Lily second, 3 wide Musical Journey third. Mi Amore sequestered in traffic toward the rail. That's Strand of Gold.
Come on, 3.
My 9's going the wrong way, though.
Well, that's fine. Come on, we want the 3, Oldie. We're the 1.
Around the far turn, and the pace picks up. Figueroa looks in the rearview mirror, sees Bet Stormy only a half length in front. This long shot, Diamonds for Lily, is fighting back.
Come on,
to cover
3.
them is Strand of Gold 3 wide. Mi Amore is next, and they're on their way home. Bet Stormy rouse forward to try to kick on. From the inside, Diamonds for Lily. Mi Amore getting through now. Outside, Strand of Gold. They're an 1/8 of a mile from home. Diamonds for Lily fights hard toward the rail. Down the center, Mi Amore. In the middle, it's Bet Stormy. 16th to go. Diamonds for Lily. Mi Amore. Diamonds for Lily digs. Mi Amore surges. That's the win picture. 10-1 in the win picture from Bet Stormy third in 143 flat.
We would have loved the 1, Oldie. That was so close. That was a big price. All right, that's okay. We make it to the end. I have 4 horses in the last leg.
So, Kentucky Downs. It is.
Yes. We the $1 million Mountain Dew Bowling Green Gold Cup Invitational, Oldie. Such a huge pool.
And such a small field now, too.
So we lost the 6, which was Lord Eddard Stark and Freedom's Way, the 8. The 2 horse I'll add back in just since. Balladeer gonna have speed. Island, if I remember right, I was on GoldenEye. Yes.
Yeah, and I was on Flat in the Curve, who's getting bat, or was, but now is 9-5.
Balladeer, I mean, that's a big pace advantage still. But that horse looks to stop. Your 7's flying.
But occasionally George Papadromo, pops on something like that, too.
Tawny Port, that was my second pick. We've covered this horse so much, but I was on Goldeneye for McPeak, so wherever Jake is, yeah, Scott, I saw that big price.
I might try like a 5 because I don't like limited liability at all here. I might try a 517 exacta here and hope that I get the 5 into the money that it hangs on for a piece.
Dude, there's something about Tawny Pork going 16 and a half, oldie. Like that, it's kind of scary. But I didn't. I put what was I? It was 1, 3, 5. But you like the 7, so
Yeah. And I feel like you always fall for Tawny Port's the horse you always fall for, that this is going to be the time.
I know, and now in Joel, right? I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You're gonna get all sorts of you don't know what, but I mean, Golden Eyes took a lot of money. I thought this horse might improve. You can see there's a note from Jake. So, long shot alert from Jake. This horse has really run well in the last few starts. Barn likes here today. Hey, look, oldie. I asked, what's Jake think?
Yeah.
So there we go. So, Jake covered Kentucky Downs for us, cover Kentucky Racing. But I agree, the win percent's low, but that's okay. I thought this horse could improve, oldie. For McPeak and stretches out, the stretch out should be totally fine. So I just keep with my opinion. And one at Kentucky Downs back here in allowance. So I like to see that as one here.
Yeah, and they're kind of just prancing around the track right now.
So Balladeer has that pace advantage, oldie. But Ben gets these easy leads. Is this horse? Do you think Balladeer is going to run off?
I think Balladeer could run off. And I think probably will run off, I should say, and then will be hanging on for dear life late.
I'm with you.
Because there's only one race that the horse hasn't gotten the lead.
Well, yeah, I think it's Florent's going, and I think I gotta imagine this horse is gonna kind of run off and come back. But
this horse did win a race going shorter here at Kentucky Downs in 2023, so it has run well here.
And won by 5 lengths in a 66. Yeah. Has never gone this long, which isn't super surprising. But for sure going to dictate the pace. It's a big long shot look. So it's just I don't know. There's something about the limited liability is too short of a price, Oldie.
Yeah, I agree. Limited liability. Does limited liability need the lead?
Mm-hmm.
When he won this race last year, it was on the lead like that. So
yeah. And I that's not happening. And if it does, they're going to go way too fast.
Yeah, it hasn't won a race that's not on the lead since 2023. And doesn't win all that often, and seems to find itself in the lead and then fail once it gets there. So, it's not for me personally.
The one won?
Yeah, the one hung on.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking now. If you
it did. That's insane. Wow.
So that's good for your pick 4, though.
That's amazing, Oldie.
Let's go. That's a boom. I feel like since you weren't expecting it, we're not celebrating, but that's a nice boom.
We have 2, 4, 6, 7 in the last.
All right, 1 minute to Downs here. We'll take a look at them on the track. And the audio should be coming up as soon as they start talking. Looks like it's a beautiful day in Western Kentucky, I believe is.
Yeah, that's crazy. I for sure thought the 10 won.
I did too. I would have argued with you if I thought you were wrong, especially when you said you had the 1.
Yeah, that was like that looks like a dead heat, but then the one, like, I'm looking at the photo right now, it's so close. That's crazy. And then I played a dollar pick 3 too. In the pick 3, I only have 2, 4, 6, 7 in the pick 4. I do have the 5, the only other horse in the pick 3, so that's good. The will pays are amazing, oldie. The pick 4 anywhere from 800 up to 7,500. 4,500 or no, yeah, like 4,500, 4,500, and 3,300.
Moving into line. Goldeneye coming up to the inside. San Siro comes up.
Big drought?
Liability.
That's not good, Chris. It hasn't rained in a month. That's brutal.
That just tells me speed favoring.
Right.
It's going to be like a dirt track.
2 and 1/16 miles.
I'm on the 10. You're on, on the 1.
Ready.
Who you on, Oldie?
Balladeer bounces
I'm on
out
the 7.
briskly. Goldeneye going.
Yeah, there's my 1.
Inside. Goldeneye leads Balladeer, and Limited Liability is easing 2.5 lengths behind that pair as they race down into the turn the first time. It's Goldeneye in front from Balladeer, and Limited Liability is going to operate from off the pace this year. In 4th position, San Siro along the rail in front of Flatten the Curve and Tawny Port last of all. 8 lengths covering the field. With 1 3/4 miles to go, it's Goldeneye.
This is like one of those European races we watch at Ascot.
Meet last year, doing the honours this afternoon with Balladeer in close attendance second. Although Balladeer is wandering a little bit wide as they reach the top of the stretch and swing for the judges first time round. Balladeer losing his compass at this point, and Goldeneye over near the inside rail is the leader. From Balladeer and San Siro is tucking behind the front runner.
Yeah.
Limited Liability right on the bumper of Balladeer. Tawny Port's over on the inside and Flatten the Curve on the outside.
Maybe he just took a breather. I don't know.
2 lines of 3 as they come down to greet the judges with 1 circuit of Kentucky Downs to negotiate in the Bowling Green Gold Cup Invitational. And Goldeneye at his leisure leads Balladeer by 2 lengths. In 3rd spot, San Siro, named after one of the world's most famous soccer stadiums. The San Siro is home to both Inter and AC Milan. Limited Liability is some 3.5 lengths off the front runner.
We folded that into the race.
Next bend, Tawny Port over along the inside, 5 off the lead, and Flatten the Curve trails. Entering the backstretch, approaching halfway, and it's Goldeneye making the running. Goldeneye on top, 2.5 lengths to Balladeer, and a similar margin, San Siro. Last year's romping winner, Limited Liability, will have to do it from 4 lengths off the pace if he's to repeat. He's followed after 2 lengths by Tawny Port, who was 3rd in the 1.5 mile turf cup.
It's interesting how wide they all are right now.
And on his outside is Flatten the Curve.
It's because it goes
the hill,
to the right.
They're almost back where they started. It's Goldeneye, the leader.
Come on,
by 2
Juan.
lengths. San Siro's coming through second. Balladeer yielding ground. Tawny Port running 4th. Limited Liability is completely losing touch at this point. He's dropped back about 10 lengths off the lead.
Come
and
on.
Flatten the Curve's behind him.
Well,
So
here
a
comes
big change
4.
coming over the scene as Goldeneye continues in his front-running ways over San Siro, who is cutting into that margin, pulls within a neck as they come down past the half-mile marker. Limited Liability, picking up ground again, is within 2.5 or 3 lengths, and Flatten the Curve follows him into contention. Tawny Port relegated to 5th, and Balladeer has hoisted the white flag, nearing the 3/8 pole.
Comes your
and
7,
it's Goldeneye, tackled by San Siro. Yeah. Limited Liability, 3rd on the inside of Flatten the Curve, who's coming home boldly. He boasts 5 consecutive European turf wins, One going a quarter mile longer than today's assignment, and Flatten the Curve is looming ominously after them on the outside. He's the one to beat as they
It
reach the
looks to
top
be
of the stretch.
gone.
Flatten the Curve
Yeah.
sails past the
I
early
agree.
leaders,
Good call.
GoldenEye and San Siro. Flatten the Curve is clear with Thor
Much the
Hammer
best.
Hansen producing the Persuader, and it's Flatten the Curve racing away by a half dozen lengths. GoldenEye, San Siro racing tightly, limited liability on their inside, and Tawny Port out wide. The battle is for the minor placings, but Flatten the Curve far superior at the end of 2 and 1/16 miles. Wins in hand, 4 lengths to Tawny Port, limited liability, clear of GoldenEye, then San Siro, and Balladeer is still coming.
Game over, Chris Couples said.
Yeah.
GSR went up, Chris, like you said, pedigree, long. Much the best. Came over from France, oldie. Ended up getting 2-1. The 4 ended up still being the favorite, so you actually got a pretty good price. Yeah, probably 10 lengths, Willie.
We got Woodbine coming up here fast. I did not get a chance because of what's going on with my father to write notes today, but I like the 7, the long shot here, a Fleet Flatter for Kevin Attard. Potentially here. I did not think this was a very good group. And there's a lot of money burners here. The 8 Tis Ready would be another one who has been the favorite a bunch of times, will not be the favorite today. That I would consider here. I do not like the current favorite, North York or Dazzling Cruiser, either of them.
The 1 is like getting crushed.
Coming back to turf, it was in the Mott Barn and with Keneally, but this is 3rd time with this trainer and really hasn't, granted it was on synthetic, but really hasn't shown much. Keneally had it drop down to 30K maiden claimers. I can't take 2-1 on that horse. There's no way. Makes no sense.
Why are they? So the 4 just scratched.
And maybe another one with a long shot look is the 2 Design. Coming out of the Riley Mott Barn, moves to Drexler, goes to the turf and goes up. You ready for this, Justin? 18 points. 17 points in GSR.
Yeah, I was looking at this horse, Oldie, because they're getting back to the turf and they're stretching out. They were over at Turfway, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, Drexler they really improved in that Turfway start and then went on the shelf.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that horse has a big long shot look for sure. I mean, the one getting back to turf's a good thing too. But I mean, 2-1 is insane.
Well, but the 1, if Eddie Keneally thought the 1 was a 30K maiden claimer, because the 1 ran in a 30K maiden claimer and didn't win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And was running in maiden claiming for Riley Mott as well. No, thank you. At that price, if it was 7-8-1 and there was some risk priced in, sure, but I would take the risk. But let's go to Horseshoe and watch that race instead. They're off already. If you want to bring it up.
I think they already went. Oldie, it looks like.
So everybody's off. All the jockeys are off here. So let me see if Monmouth, if we have some time there. Monmouth is going in the gate as well, but we could bring that one up if we want to watch while we wait for
one horse 40%.
Oldie
has a pace advantage. We could go there. Oh, they just went.
We can watch it, though.
Okay, yes, my Lady Lino recovers, is level first with Imelda's Saver. And Imelda's Saver comes out of the chute with the lead here. Yes, My Lady Lino takes a hold as
Thanks,
Imelda's
Kelly.
Saver
Thanks, John.
sets the pace. Scampers a length and a half ahead of Yes, My Lady Lino. Sunday Tiff in the third position. D'Oro Road right outside of her. Footnote racing alone on the rail. She's 5 off the pace. Then comes CC Girl. Whirlwind to the inside as they go into the first turn. Apple Shake Shake. Third last, red-haired gal right behind her, and that leaves Queen Catalina to trail the field. Imelda's Saver first around the turn at 60-1 and goes at a good clip here. And on his pace, set by Imelda's Saver, who leads by 2 from Yes, My Lady Lino, delegates to track. Length and a half to Sunday Tiff, another 4 to Footnote. Off the pace, D'Oro Road already losing position, about to be passed here by both CC Girl and Whirlwind, as D'Oro Road's completely giving way now already. Apple Shake Shake is running 8 or 9 lengths from the top, and then comes Queen Catalina, red-haired gal, as they go towards the forward turn. Imelda's Saver into the turn, length and a tail ahead. Yes, My Lady Lino on her tail, still right behind. Sunday Tiff in the third position around the turn. She's all in, it appears. Now Whirlwind is patiently ridden on the rail, is level third now. She's got a lot of horse. Whirlwind, it appears, with a quarter mile more to go. She's 2 off the lead. Now she's getting outside Whirlwind as Imelda's Saver is dropping out, has lost the lead and is giving way. Yes, My Lady Lino inherits the front end. Whirlwind's asked to run by her now on the outside. Yes, My Lady Lino just turned on the afterburners and she opened up 3. Whirlwind second, ran a good race, but she's no match.
That was the pace, the one.
And
Yeah.
Christian Mirage, who will come home a decisive.
Ended up getting 4-1, 40% to win. That was a bummer. We missed that, but if anybody
See, we
bet
didn't
that,
miss anything at Woodbine here either because nobody's on a horse right now.
we're over there watching, and there's a EE special oldie with the pace number.
For sure. And that there may be actually, we got 3 minutes to Saratoga here. We can go take a look there. There's the Scotty top pick there is 9-2, and it's top pace by 21 points in a maiden race for Mark Cassie, and GSR goes up going to dirt too.
The 2 horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Wins the race sim. We'll come back to that because we're going to go over to Woodbine because they are now loading.
Okay. Bob, there is no actual EE special. Justin's just indicating that the pace number.
Well, the horse was 40% to win and had the highest pace number, OD. That was crazy. Like, I mean, sorry, Bobby. Yeah, it's just, I mean, you connect those algorithms real quick and you were getting 4-1. I mean, 40% to win at 4-1 is crazy. If you multiply that, anything over 100. That's, I guess it'd say you're getting really good value.
Yeah, it's true.
Sammy, we'll come back for Saratoga.
Yeah, we're going to do Saratoga.
The 2 horse. The 2, Sammy, the 2. The 2 horse at Saratoga.
Yeah, top win, top Scotty pick, top pace wins over 40% of the time. So, and we have no sound. Let's fix that here.
Oh, Willie, you missed it. Yeah, we all missed it.
North York lands with a nice trail.
Okay.
They got away by 2 to Silent Strike, who's lying 4th out the stretch. And over on the inside, Design, a Fleet Flatter is 3rd last. And then Lemon Sweets. And into the turn there, Dazzling Cruiser is a little hampered, but showing the way and clearly is Tears Ready. Northern Ready has gone out to lead by 7 lengths. Is like a bullet up the backstretch, trying to make short work of them early on. Tears Ready. In second placing remains One Hop Mess, a length to North York. Over on the outside is Silent Strike and Design behind them. Then a gap in the field of 4 lengths to a Fleet Flatter. Dazzling Cruiser second last, and last is Lemon Sweets. A 46 3/2 mile, and it's Tis Ready by 5 lengths. One Hop Mess gaining pretty well, and so too Silent Strike. Under pressure, North York can't keep up. Up the inside, going forward is Design. And trying to run for the back of Fleet Flatter, Dazzling Cruiser putting the neck down, and Lemon Sweets is tailed off. But after going so fast early, they're coming. Tis Ready's lead is down to a length, and coming quickly, a One Hop Mess and Silent Strike. Designs on the inside. North York trying to pitch back in, and Dazzling Cruiser Tis ready in front. Dazzling Cruiser's coming out wide. North York's coming back on very well in the centre. And on the outside, coming after them all, Dazzling Cruiser out wide. Design the rail in front, but Dazzling Cruiser swamping them. Dazzling Cruiser after Design. Design on the inside. That's the way to win. Up the rail. Design first. Fraser Abley took the shortcut. Dazzling Cruiser second. And then one hop miss.
Yeah, right.
And North York and a fleet flatter behind with Silent Strike.
That was the big GSR jumper.
No, I know.
36,
Yeah, Oli, that's a great call. Saratoga, the 9 French quarter note just scratched. Oli, that's a great call. We got 12 to 1.
Yeah, I'll take it.
2, Design,
we should have put more.
Second 1, Dazzling.
I should have put more money on it, but
and fourth
I'll
is
take
9,
it.
North York 2-1-6-9.
Great trip by Fraser Abley there, too.
I know. What a call, Oli. That was amazing. That's why I love that, like, you cover Woodbine, I can cover Gulfstream, helps you focus, you know what I mean? And you know the track and you find a horse like that. No, Oli talked about the 2 at the beginning, but.
Yeah, no, I said that. Yeah, I mentioned the 2, the 8, and the I can't remember, and the 7. Those were the ones I was interested in. But I mentioned the GSR change on the 2, Willie, and that horse is liable to ride better. And then I mentioned the horses I don't like, which were the 9 and the 1. I was wrong about the 1, right about the 9, for the most part.
And then here, we'll watch this race in. So the 9 scratch, they're approaching the gate, looks like. There's the 2 horse. But horse looks like speed, lone speed maybe. Getting 9 to 2 currently.
Yeah, and it's possible some of these other horses have speed, but, just from a maiden standpoint. But I also think maybe a double from the 2 to the 1, 3, 4 in the next would be a play.
Look at the 7 horse even runs on the race sim at 21 to 1.
But they're going insane. In the gate here.
I got it. Yeah. There you go.
Or to Gulfstream again. Okay.
6-6.
Our magical moon.
264. Is there pick 6 at Saratoga $1 or $2?
$1.
Capo di tutti.
Capo di tutti.
I'm a big bad wolf.
I'm a big bad mamma jamma.
Grittiness completes the line. They're in the gate. All set. And they're off. Dragones and Grittiness both out very alertly. So is our magical moon. But this folklore is also in the mix early. They're followed by Relevance, and Universe comes away 6 lengths off the lead. It's a gap of a half dozen to Acadian. Capo di Tutti is second to last, and I'm a big bad wolf is the trailer. Our magical moon has come through on the inside to lead Dragones. They're heading to the half-mile pole, 1-2. 2 lengths back, Universe in third. The opening quarter went in 22 and 1/5 seconds. Just in behind them. But this Folklora on the extreme outside, Grittiness is passing some horses, getting right into contention now as they come toward the 3/8 pole, taking third. Relevance is in behind this group now, 8 lengths off the lead. It's a distance to Acadian. Capo di Tutti is second to last, and I'm a big bad wolf. Dragones has taken the lead with a quarter of a mile to go. The half in 45 seconds flat. It's Dragones and a tough arm magical moon. Doing battle coming to the
game.
Just in behind the Universe is
one that's scary too. He was done.
followed by
Yeah,
Greatness
here
in
comes the
fourth.
one.
They're inside the final
17
six.
to 1
And Universe
to open the pick six.
and starts to pull away in a great debut. It will be Universe and Christopher Elliott to win by almost 4. Tight photo, very close between Dragones and an oncoming of a Big Bad Wolf. Our Magical Moon finished 4th.
Rob, you like the 11, a big price in the next? Good to know. Kenny on fire. One horse, big price, Universe. McPeak and Elliott. He's just riding outstanding, oldie. Continually does. Only hitting 9%, but crazy trip, yeah.
For sure. I mean, you know, that horse looked live when it was kind of sitting a pocket trap for most of the trip there, so I'm not surprised. What about at Gulfstream here? Because we got that coming up.
I thought this race was wide open, oldie. So I have the 2 horses paying 800. That is where I went on top. Adios. Now, there's no speed, it looks like, in this race on the race sim, but I didn't like the 5 at all. I actually don't even have the 5 in my pick 4. But I do have it in the pick 3, so that's with the cover bet. I don't have to, because it's paying like $600 or something on the pick 3. The pick 4, anything but the 2 is paying amazing, oldie. I think Luna Sima, that was my second pick, has a shot. You know, Adios Now, I'm just not sure. Does look like pace. Morgan Ascend, so I think can win up front. The 4 to 5, it's taking a big drop. But Luna Sima, off the Paisley claim too. But I put Adios Now on top, Willie. At 4 to 5. I kind of hope it's somebody else because the well pays are so much better. But I think the 2 could be tough.
For sure.
But I singled with that 5 horse in race 5, and got 3 to 1, and then we got the 25 to 1 bomb.
Did you have a single you like in the late pick 5?
No, I think it's tough. If let's see, maybe I would not play this a lot because. So he wants to single the 10 in race 9. I would I would single the 5 in this race if I was going to play. Maybe I will play this, but let me see what they're. So I was 2-6. So and then I would be 2, 3, 6, 7. Yes, and then 5, and then see. I think these other legs are tough. I don't think Hades has to win this race, though. I would go narrow here, though. I don't like the 6, Obi. I know this horse wins. I don't know. See, this is where this race is. I just don't know if Hades is going to win, in all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think this leg is tough. I think you have to spread in the last leg is the problem. See, and then it wants to. I do have the 6 on top here. This horse might be the goods for Sanchez. In all honesty, the 7 though is 5 to 2 on the morning line. The 3 and 2 are 2 firsters. I thought a look, and that's why I thought this race was scary. Yes, the 6 should win, but
let's see where they are right now. We still got time.
Maybe
for me, I think Hades is a single. The competition there, the pace number difference, and the competition there hasn't run as well at that distance.
Hades beat Catalytic, and Catalytic is like that should have not won that race, and then got DQ'd, oldie. So I could see it.
Still time for your wagers. Race 7, start of the late pick 5.
But you could also consider singling the 2 here.
I would. Maybe play it like that. That's probably.
Okay.
That's how I would probably play it. It's gonna pay. The 5 horse is a price here, oldies. So it was the only horse I kind of had the strongest opinion on.
The Crichton horse, yeah, I thought that horse had a big look if it gets the lead, but I think it needs the lead.
Well, yeah, that's a tough race is the problem with this sequence. I could see this paying really well.
For sure.
They're loading.
All right.
Let me
should
flip
be
it
up
over.
already. I don't hear any sound yet, so let me, yep, I did turn it on, okay.
In the line they go for race number 7, where the late pick 5 starts. The favorite is Adios now. Rajiv Mirage for Jose Castro. Uranium is the second choice. Uranium is the last to move in.
He's radioactive, from what I understand.
6.5 furlong trip to start the late pick 5. They're out the post. They're off and running. From the middle, Persistent Danger gets the first call and looks for the early advantage. Up on the outside, Luna Sima charging to challenge, and at the rail, Adios now. Second last, Uranium. Speed controls at the back. Field separated by 3 lengths in the run to the opening quarter.
2 to 5. Didn't even get the
and
lead,
Persistent
though.
Danger clear now by 1.25 lengths. Luna Sima is on the outside of the leader in second. Tucked in toward the rail is Adios now. Out in the center, Uranium, and Speed control at the back. Still not much from first to last through an opening quarter in 22 and 3. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Persistent Danger by 0.5 length. Luna Sima goes on an attack from second at the rail. Adios now. Odds on, needs a little racing room. Outside it's Uranium, and from between, tapping on the brakes is Speed Control. Still all 5 in with a shot here. They're only separated by 3.5, and they reach the top of the stretch. Persistent Danger has been persistently hounded by Luna Sima. Meanwhile, Adios now needs a way through. Uranium's not giving him any room yet. To the outside
Come on,
of Speed
6.
Control, they're on their way home. Luna Sima drifted wide. Adios now a seam. It also gave Uranium a seam, and these two kick off.
7 gonna get it.
More. Uranium has a narrow lead. Back to second is Adios now. He's defeated.
That's good for
Uranium's a 9-2 winner. Uranium wins it by 0.5 length. Second was
it's like
the favorite Adios now.
3,300.
Third was Luna Sima.
3,500.
16 and 2.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude.
Yeah. And you're disappointed right now.
Well,
Why are you
yeah,
disappointed?
because yes. Well, yeah, it's still good, but I know that's why I just thought the earlier sequences were better than late. 7 or 9 to 2 though, but get home in the earlier. That's amazing.
Well, I didn't get to show what I played, but I'll give you what it was. There, I played just 2-7 there.
Oh, well, you should have said something. I would have added your 7. Yeah, that's a bummer.
So
all right.
Here, I'll pull this up for a sec. That's what I played for 150 on the pick 5. It took me a while to figure that out, but I just thought that maybe the 6 would be too deep there, and I just took a chance and was right for once, I guess. Do we want to go to Kentucky Downs race 8? And you want to pull it up here, or you want me to pull it up?
Oh, you can pull it up. Go ahead.
Well, let me just get the multiplayer situated so we're ready to go for the next race here. So Kentucky Downs, we have the Never Say Die Ladies Turf Sprint Stakes. We'll start with the race sim. And Ag Bullet, AG Bullet, whatever you want to call it, even though it's not an abbreviation, appears to be a the pretty heavy favorite here. And in the weekend preview, Justin, I believe you were.
We both are on the same horse. 12, us 12-6 in this race. Keel Beach, I think, has a shot. I like the 12, Oldie.
Yeah, you were 12. We were both on the 12, and then I like the 7 as a long shot look for Walden there too. So interesting. So I looked at this already, but the system wants to use use no balls as the single there. Even though neither of us was on no balls.
In race 9?
Yeah. You can see I've done nothing here. I just pulled up a straight ticket generator. I haven't touched a thing. It's not even using the 12. We can pull something.
It's the top win. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that race is the mint. That I mean, I would use a bunch.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that, right? Let me see. At the weekend preview, I was...
PB bullet, Chris? That'd be amazing.
2, 11, 7, 4, 2, 12. So if I leave my 12 off here, that money, it still won't remove no balls as the single. I might just play this as a pick 3, play 6, 7, 11, 12, 11, 2, 4. Or 2, 4, 12, and play that as a pick 3 here. Let me just do it this way. Because if no balls wins there, I think it pays pretty well. Because I don't think I have the confidence at Kentucky Downs yet to play that pick 5, but for $6, I'll play, I'm not going to play it at the base value, but a $6 pick 3 there, why not take the chance on no balls?
Mm-hmm.
The risk reward, I think, is pretty good there. Did you have any thoughts here, or?
No, I mean, I was looking. I don't think I can play the pick 5. It's so tough, man. I do like the 2 and the 6 in race 10, I remember, and 6 and 12 here.
And I mean,
the problem is this darn thing ends with a maiden special weight, Oldie.
Yeah.
It's like, I just, it makes it so tough. I mean, I look at a lot of those horses and I'm like, man, in the 12th race, and so many I thought could win.
Yeah, and I'm gonna probably add Howard Wallwitz. I'm gonna play a $2 pick 3. I think here is what I played. So let's see if I'm right when I add old Howard here.
I did think. I mean, I thought you could beat Howard Wallwitz. So that's why. I mean, that's why I do like the sequence, but man.
Well, I thought you could potentially get this 4. I thought this 4 had a big look. That was my top top of the ticket for me.
I actually would play a pick 3, Oldie. That's your pick 3?
Yep. You want to pull to your screen and you can put yours up.
Yeah, give me a second. It's $8.
Cyclone number 2 is the best turned out.
And you can even add the 2, I guess. We'll add Howard, but I think you can beat Howard. That's mine. I go 6-12 and then I'd spread in there and then go 2-6 in the race 10. Use the 4. There's a note. I have a note on the 4. All right. Let's see, Oldie. Maybe the 12 can win here on top from the preview show.
All right. As they go in the gate, I'm going to take a quick pit stop here.
Moving in. Field loading for the Never Say Die ladies turf sprint. Lunar Impact, followed in by Ujdar and Cyclos. Jody's Pride, Asternia, and Danse Macabre. Here comes Irish Maxima. Ocean Club linking up. Time to Dazzle, followed in by AG Bullet. Even money for last year's winner to repeat. 2 more to load, Kehoe Beach, and Simply in Front, who won the Music City Stakes here last year. 6.5 furlongs for this Grade 2 contest. Simply in Front, completing the line. The ladies' turf sprint about to be run on day 2 in Kentucky.
Big
Downs.
purse.
Set. Racing. AG Bullet begins like a bullet. Lunar Impact is away nicely from the inside. Asternia going up towards the lead. And so too Irish Maxima with Kehoe Beach surging right around them into contention as they thunder down towards the half-mile pole. It's AG Bullet, the leader. 1.5 lengths from Kehoe Beach going to second, followed by Asternia. And then Irish Maxima, Lunar Impact. Ujdar is 6 lengths off the lead, 2 in front of Danse Macabre. They're followed well back in the field by Time to Dazzle, who would spot the speed 10 lengths. Simply in Front, travelling very wide on the course. Jody's Pride's back along the rail at the 3/8 pole. Zeitlos and Ocean Club, the last couple when they reach the top of the lane. In the Never Say Die ladies turf sprint, and AG Bullet looking to go back-to-back in this contest is showing the way over Kehoe Beach. They're nicely clear of the rest. In the green cap, Ujdar coming on fairly, and so too Simply in Front down the outside. But AG Bullet does it nicely mid-stride, taking the elbow uphill through the final furlong. It's a 2-length cushion for AG Bullet. AG Bullet from Simply in Front, and Time to Dazzle finishing on with Jody's Pride. AG Bullet getting weary, but holds on to a winning lead.
That's a nice
and
exacta
there
though,
from Simply in Front and Jody's Pride.
It paid 30 to 1. Wow. Oh, they're on mute.
I was going to say there were a lot of dirt horses in that race. You have another lone pace here, the 2 at Monmouth.
The 12 horse, the exacta paid 30 to 1. 6-12. The 12 went off at 15 to 1. That's insane. Wow. Take those, Oldie.
Yes, take them. All right, let's go to Monmouth real fast. Again, the big pace advantage on the 2 at 5 to 1.
Uneventful
Horse
dispatch.
doesn't get the lead.
Hala Blue away alertly. Carablanca's there with Lady Collected, who's not far off. These three speed off. Carablanca narrow lead on Hala Blue, who takes a hold second. So does Lady Collected. Inside of her, Loop of Henley is 3 deep. Giants Audible 2.5 lengths behind.
Right,
A length and a
Chris?
half to Rachel Caroline, and 3 more to My Honey Bunch, who's
I
at the
can't
tail of
believe
the
we got
field.
that price.
Half mile to go.
That's
Loop of
amazing.
Henley making a charge to challenge Carablanca on the front end. These two hook up, and they put 2 lengths on a line of 3. Hala Blue is between horses. Rachel Caroline, as they go into the turn, Lady Collected is sent along 5 off the pace. Giants
Two's
Audible
done.
clearly into third now. She's 2 off the lead, and My Honey Bunch is at the back still as they round the far turn. Loop of Henley, neck behind Carablanca. Here's Giants Audible on the scene. Giants Audible moving up to come and challenge Carablanca, who finds more on the
Number
inside.
6,
Giants
AG Bullet,
Audible
the
now a
unofficial
length
winner.
behind. Carablanca kicks away.
In
Carablanca with a good
1:13.13,
kick, opened up
that's
2. Here
significantly
comes Hala Blue
faster
to come and
than
challenge
she
for
recorded
second, along
last
with
year.
Rachel Caroline. 16th to go. It's Carablanca clear by 3, and there are no dangers in sight.
Still a photo for
Carablanca,
the minor
Sandy
placings.
Camacho to win it. Hala Blue second, Rachel Caroline third. My Honey Bunch was fourth.
All right, we got Woodbine race 7.
I'm pretty sure that 12 got second, but they haven't shown it yet.
I'm positive the 12 got second.
Okay. That's what I thought. And Chris said the cause didn't like that horse. I agree, man. Like, that was crazy. I mean, we talked a lot about that horse. I remember talking about when we covered both those. Yeah, it came 6, 12, 3, 10. Wow. That's amazing. Ben Curtis, that was a good ride. The 6 was going to be tough there.
So big drop at Woodbine on this 2 horse, but you're getting 4-1 right now. I expect it to get bet down, but if it doesn't, that's great value. Second pick, top win. You know, and it is a big drop. I mean, not the biggest drop in the field, but was running better than the other droppers there.
Is the 4 going to get the lead or the 1?
I mean, the 4 could, but the 4's never gotten the lead. The race sim, says it's kind of going to be a jumble of all these. And that should set it up pretty well for somebody like the 2, is what I'm thinking there.
This
Small
race,
field, though.
This race wide open, though. This is a tough race. Wow. All right, they're about to go. Oh, there you go.
My internal Woodbine clock was going off there.
Pouring out of it was Speak Up, and Nikita's Gems back to last. Coming forward is Spun Around, and Tabe on the outside, and tracking them nicely, Crystal Air coming through in the center, Speak Up. A length away last, Nikita's Gem. Spun Around has the early lead as they turn out the stretch. On the outside, Tabe, Good as Gone the rail in the center, Speak Up. And over on the outside, second last, Crystal Air as they slacken the tempo. And last is Nikita's Gem, only 4 lengths first to last at best. And showing the way, Spun Around, just lobbing along at the leisure, and leads by a length and a half. In second, Tabe. Good as Gone is tucking in third, and moving up is Crystal Air. Behind them is Speak Up next to last, and 1.5 to Nikita's Gem. Out in front, Spun Around being given an easy time in the lead so far. Tabe putting a little pressure on for the first time in second. Up the inside, Good as Gone. In the center, Crystal Air. Speak Up under a tight rein. And 2 lengths away last is Nikita's Gem. They really went slowly that first half, 50-4, playing right into the hands of Spun Around. Coming up on the outside, Crystal Air.
That's 22-1 making the move there.
Speak Up at next as they start to sprint off the turn and really driving for that lead, Crystal Air.
I gotta get better about turning the sound
pushing
off.
Spun Around. 2 lengths away, Good as Gone, finishing very well. A length behind them came Tabe and Speak Up on the outside, and last Nikita's Gem. As they turn, Spun Around, Crystal Air still in front. Good as Gone in third, and Nikita's Gem is winding up, saving every inch of ground, but Spun Around out in the lead by 3/4. Crystal Air, Good as Gone, and Nikita's Gem. Good as Gone is grinding home well. Good as Gone on the outside after Spun Around, who's still in front. They've gone so slowly, it's helped Spun Around, and Spun Around holding Good as Gone. So
by Chuck Spina, your winning jockey.
All right, we're going to
Sandy
fix this
Camacho.
now.
That's 2 wins for jockey
Sammy Macho Camacho. All right. Saratoga, late pick 5. perhaps. I have not done anything here yet, but I believe we handicapped these stakes races, so that should help here. The single, it wants to single not in there. It wants to single this 2-horse who's not in the picks for Gargan. Rookie card.
What race are you looking at?
Saratoga race 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The system wants this. It's wanting to single that. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I like angles like this, Oldie, because the system, I just trust it usually in situations like that. I mean, the 4 and 7 come. The 4's dropping. The 7's been running really well. Harmia Ward. They get back to 6.
So when I go to 7-4 to be your best in La Mahina, I like that horse too, so I'm gonna add that horse there. But look at what it did to this, and we thought this was just between the 4 and the 5 in the Spinaway. So I don't disagree that you could go 2 by in the 10th and 11th there. And then it's this last leg that's probably going to be a bear. Though even here, this 11 could get away in the last leg, the long shot.
I mean, you'd have to use that horse. I mean, man, Santana on some prices in these races.
Yeah. Let's look and just see if anybody's flying home in the race sim that we're not using. 12-2, so the 6 is the other one, which was what I thought, and maybe the 10, just based on the race sim. For Cherie Balbiv DeVoe there, was tried a couple graded stakes, dropped. Last time it ran at this level at Churchill, by SOR, it ran pretty well. So I think you got to use the 10. You got to add the 10 there. And I don't see much with the 6, so this probably will take us to 150 if I have everything locked properly. No, 200, a little too heavy, but that's about how I would go. You probably need to lessen the load a little bit in this race when you have a 40% horse there. So let's look here. I think you need the 7. I think you need the 5. I'm indifferent on the 4. So, I mean, I could at least eliminate the 8. I didn't see much there. And it's not a great price. So now I'm going to 160 when I was saying 150. So that's about within my budget there. From the way I'm thinking about it. We also have Delmar coming online for Pacific Classic Day here in a minute.
Journalism, Oldie. Journalism versus fierceness.
Fierceness. Fierceness.
Oh, I love rooting for journalism. I'm so excited.
Just remember, journalism doesn't pay.
Gulfstream pays lately, Oldie.
No, I'm saying journalism like the profession.
I know. Dude, I don't. This sequence at Saratoga is tough. I tried to figure out a ticket, Oldie, but it's so tough. The 5 horse in the last race easily could win.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, can you beat that horse? But I'm not sure you can. I mean,
I think that the 11 might have a shot there. It just depends how fast the 7 is. The 7 and the 1, I guess, have some speed, but James likes the 8 and the 11 race. That was the one I dropped. I just burned a ton of money. Wasn't for me, but I think the 7, having won a grade 3-2 back, this is a significant drop to me on that horse. I think that horse is going to be very dangerous here. Race, oh, you said race in the 11, not the 12, sorry. James likes the 8 in race 11. Okay. The Pletcher horse, yeah. I could see that on Tommy Joe. I just think, Justin and I talked about this a little bit. If the 4 could get an easy lead there, and then if it doesn't, I think the 5's the answer. If the 6, we don't know that this 8 can do much rating outside. I mean, it rushed up and was on the lead by the second point of call there, would be what I would say. All right, let's see where they are. You still working on it, Justin? Trying to figure it out?
I don't think I'm going to play it. I just don't have enough confidence. Maybe I'll play the pick 4.
I could see that. I mean, I thought potentially the 1 here had an upset look if it can get on the lead. The other ward, if you will, in this current race. And I thought that the long shot for Ray and his handle might have a look too. All right, they're getting ready to go in the gate. If you can sound us here.
I got it, Oldie.
Nothing like the 2 biggest tracks going off right on top of each other to start the card.
Solo Shot. Solo Shot is taking up her position.
Tony.
Last 2, Mila Candy and Miriam's Fire to the outside.
Fire.
They're in the gate.
Hey, Tony.
And they're off. What a picture-perfect beginning. Dang, here comes Shang, is going straight to the front. Immediately tackled by Miriam's Fire, who's up to take the lead. Granka comes away third as they head past the half-mile pole. Then comes Tales of the Heart. Midnight Love Affair in the purple colors has about 4 lengths to make up into the far turn. La Salvadorena is in that mix too. On the extreme outside comes Mila Candy in the white and red silks. That group is followed by Girls Rock. Shoot It True has a lot of work to do. Solo Shot, Goodies Girl is at the back, 21-2. It's Miriam's Fire hugging the rail and going on with it. Dang, here comes Shang coming back to re-engage with 1 furlong to go. And Shoot It True
4
is
flying.
coming under a
Yeah, 4 is gone.
and ride.
That was a single.
Move as Shoot It True blows them away.
That might be a Wesley Ward horse to watch.
Tales of the Heart was second.
I did have a note on the horse I didn't even notice on the maiden breaker.
Along with Girls Rock
Yeah,
and
so did I.
Shop, but that was a one-horse race.
But mine wasn't necessarily really drawing me to the horse. But nice run there for sure. Wow. All right, LD. Where are we headed?
Gulfstream
Park, race
Number
8.
4, Shoot It True was first.
God, so. We talked a little bit about this race.
Yeah.
I was 6-7-3-2. I mean, Wayne's Law, I thought for Sanchez, OD. I mean, it should improve here, stretching out to 6.5. He's had a really good meet, so 18 wins with only 88 horses, or 88 runners. But I thought it looked tough here. I mean, it's currently 2-1. The 7 is the value for me. That's I had this horse second, so the 2's taking a lot of action, which is a first or long shot angle. That always does really well. D'Angelo, he doesn't hit a lot first out. So that is interesting because he doesn't hit with a lot of first out runners. I don't know, it's a competitive race. Again, not strong opinion. Maybe you played the pick 4 or pick 5. What do you have here?
So here, I'll just pull it up as a pick 4.
Tony, I'll do a pick 4 because Oldie can show his pick 5 though. So
that's what's left of my pick 5. So I was pretty spread here. I actually looked at the 4 as maybe being the D'Angelo to be on rather than the 2, even though the 2's getting bet because he uses Reyes a lot more than Morales.
Yeah.
So I manually added that and just paid the extra money. That was the horse I added in the sequence. I mean, look at this EE morning line though, and the price on the 7. That's amazing.
No, I know. I think that's why you have to use that horse here, right? I mean,
yeah.
I like Tony. The sequence actually pretty tough. That's Oldie's. So that'd be your pick 4. I see. Yeah.
Well, that's what's left in my pick 5.
No,
so
yeah.
Here, I'll pull up here's your screen for the pick 4.
Yeah, Tony, I played the pick 5. I went too deep. The 3rd horse got me. Oldie used it though, so that's good. I didn't totally trust Hades, and I don't like Catalytic, at all. So, I'd be trying to. This is a kind of a wild card. I mean, this is a tough race. I mean, so you gotta make an opinion in this race. So the system, the win percents are fairly wide open, but I think this is might be 50. I'll add your 4. Okay. $45.
Mm-hmm. I'm keeping an eye on them here on the track.
Well, we got there early. Tony, we hit the pick 4 earlier in pick 3.
3,300 is what you said, right? If you only had it for 50 cents, you didn't tell me if that's what you had it for, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pick 3 paid 1,000, Oldie. Isn't that crazy? Amazing. And it was just off a 3-1 horse versus a 1-1. You have a single like that. Then we got 25-1, right?
Yeah, so that's why. But
no, yes, but you know what I mean. But if the Chalk wins that race 5, it doesn't pay anywhere close to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Well, also the last race where you said all the money was on the 2 horse, so that horse losing there too.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, and That's why I thought the late sequence I thought was tough. And I know you should show. That's my ticket. You should show your ticket because you're in the pick 5 too. So show your pick 4 again. But if you like Hades, like it's a good single. Because if you like Hades, then you probably don't really like the 6 because you're singling Hades. But because they both faced each other last out in the handicap. But I thought maybe the 3 or 4 could turn the tables in that race. But
yeah, I mean, maybe. I'm just looking. I mean, Hades is carrying 123 now in this race, so but is second pick, top win, top pace, and top GSR, going to win over 40% of the time.
Yeah.
As well, I mean, I don't love Hades here, but I had to make a choice. And what do I love less than Hades? Antonio Sano. So that made my choice pretty obvious between the 1 and the 6, right?
No, yeah, and when I handicapped today, I watched the last handicap race that they faced each other, Oldie, and the 6 like totally wouldn't pass Hades. Like the Hades won the race, but then Hades got DQ'd in the 6 when the 6 never really likes to pass horses. I mean, anytime a horse wins off a DQ and doesn't really win often, I'm gonna play against. So that's right. I mean, Hades the logical, I think. People gonna take this. That's in a race. Like I can't take the 1 and 6 in that race, Oldie. If I'm gonna try to beat the 1, I'd use other horses versus 6 for me.
But at least
the 6 might go off as the favorite too.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yes, I agree.
Better he's going to get just as far as how even he kind of runs here. But I think the 3 is definitely the play here as we approach the starting gate for this late pick 4. Good luck.
And we're all counting on you. Going in the gate here.
Horses are at the gate. It's now post time. Lining up and moving in for race number 8. Even money favorite number 6, Wayne's Law for Team Amador Sanchez and jockey Marcos Meneses. Techno music getting ready with Mischievous Milo.
Techno music.
Double Miles. Escape from home to the outside gate. Escape from home and Luca Panici to complete the line.
Luca and his Panici.
They're at the post. And they're off. Awful start for Double Miles. Slow to break and then a check back move. Also slow out of there, Micanopy. The favorite was away well. Wayne's Law taken on for the advantage by Mischievous Milo, who's charging to challenge. Mischievous Milo to the top. Turbo Fire is now second from Wayne's Law, who's away in third. Techno Music is out of there fourth. Gray Beast is at the rail. 3 back to Micanopy together with Escape from Home. And throwing it away at the start was Double Miles. 22-1. That's a pumped up opening quarter. They swing now to the far turn. Mischievous Milo has the lead. Used hard though as Turbo Fire tried to keep up second. Gap of 4. Wayne's Law begins to gather in the horses. He's now into third. He'll soon be into second. Gray Beast is at the rail. Techno Music is next. Trying to wind it up from the back is Micanopy as they reach the top of the stretch. Mischievous Milo has been awfully hard used. He has the lead to the outside. Wayne's Law is second. Trying to roll from the back is Micanopy. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Here's Wayne's Law taking on Mischievous Milo. These two heads apart for the lead, but now Wayne's Law is gaining the upper hand. From the far outside, Micanopy is finishing with good energy late, but they come past the 16th pole, and this one's over. It's Wayne's Law, the son of Florida Derby winner. 'Tis the Law, striding clear to a clear and convincing 5-length.
A little different than Wayne's World. That's Wayne's Law. Party time. It's excellent. Anyone? McFly's.
Dude, that was holy. I have that movie on cassette, VHS cassette tape. I'm not at home, else I'd probably go try to find it to show you. But too bad. I probably watched that movie. I don't even know, so many times back. That was a long time ago. You make me feel old.
We are old.
We are old. Justin, I was in high school when that came out.
Steph's listening behind us, and she say we are old, and then you say we are old. I guess we are old.
Yeah, I mean, I've put 2 entire kids through high school.
You're ahead of me. You're well ahead of me. You're well ahead of me. Yeah, where we Monmouth Park Stakes race. They had 2 of them today. We didn't get a chance to cover on yesterday, but we get to cover them today, so it's perfect.
All right, let's start with the race sim.
The 3-horse is kind of that interests me a lot with that morning line, Oldie.
Yeah, that on the board though, and the 5, 6-1 morning line, kind of dead on the board. The long shot. And down the stretch they come. No, this is a paceless race on the turf. Second time Miguel Clement since taking over. Is a drop in class on the 3. 6 is first time in the country. What I have noticed about these Grand Motion first time in the country horses, though, I think we've mentioned this before, is a lot of times they need a race.
Yeah, one is 60 over there, Oldie, and then
it's been in there in some tough races. And then went to Gulfstream and ran pretty well.
Yes.
Your microwave's going off.
Steph's making lunch. Sorry.
I don't really see much else in this race. The 5 could surprise, I guess, just based off it being a paceless race. Maybe Kathleen sends that horse. That would be my only thought. If I were to, maybe you throw the 6 out altogether and you play a 3-5 exacta here.
I think I don't know. I think I would just be on the 3-horse Oldie for me. I don't like super trust, but I do like the price at 2-1.
Yeah,
there's no maybe the 3 gonna get the lead, Oldie.
Yeah, I'm speculating maybe the 5 or the 3. The 6 doesn't look like it has any speed at all.
Well, you said there really is no speed in this race, and that's where they're all coming off Lasix. The 3 had Lasix last out, now they take off. This is a much easier race for the 3-horse, Oldie.
Yeah.
And the 7 and 5 really haven't been able to win. The 2 don't like to win. The 6 fits. The 4, I don't even think fits. I'm on the 3. The thing is, none of these win at 8.5. They've all click over to the GSR tab on the, and like they all try to run 8.5, but the 3, I think just getting an easier group can beat these, and there's no speed, so I think gonna be Sammy probably be aggressive, forwardly placed, might get the lead, might not.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 horses that have sort of shown some speed are the 3 and the 5.
Yes.
And it's sort of. It's very sort of. I think maybe the 2 showed a little more speed last time out in the Snuffleupagus barn. For those of you who, I just did a Wayne's World reference. Now I'm doing a Sesame Street reference.
Yeah.
They really want to make me feel old.
Say you went from Wayne's World all the way over to all the way back to Sesame Street.
Well, somebody's got to tell me how to get to Sesame Street. So, I think maybe you just play the picks exacta here. You throw the 6 out, and if it comes in, it could come in nicely.
The 6 might run second though, like 9-2 in the exacta. I just bet the 3 in the win bet. That's all I'm doing. The 6-3 is the favorite in the exacta, 3-1. I mean, the 3-5's 12-1. The 3-2's 10-1. But the 3's gonna take probably the lay money, or he's probably gonna be the favorite.
All right, so the 6 is gonna go the lead. I'm gonna tell you right now. After having looked at this closer, if you look at the notes from Europe,
Bled, yeah.
Am I wrong there? I mean, I think that the 6 is going to be on the lead, but and may need the lead, but it hasn't run well in those races. The only reason it wasn't on the lead in that Gulfstream race was it didn't start well.
Well, the same thing can happen today, and that horse has traditionally had no speed anyway. I mean, I know it's been on the lead, Oldie, but I don't know.
I guess because that they're going to run on top of each other, we should talk about Kentucky Downs, because we're 2 minutes from post there as well.
So they're making the churn at Monmouth Park. We both played that pick 3 at Kentucky Downs. Why don't you show double ball? Well, go ahead. We could talk about this race again if you want.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's talk about this race again.
Yeah.
I liked Howard Wolowitz. You liked Pipsy, correct? The 10, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Yeah, I like the price here, Oldie. I'm trying to look. I lost it on my iPad though. I believe I was 10-5-7-2 in the 10-5-7-2. I think speed, 10, 5, like I think the 10 gets sit. Good trip though. Rest me red. I tried Howard Wolowitz. I don't like the post. I'm trying to beat that horse all day. Man, that 4 horse is like right there on the race sim too, but big price. But I like Pipsy the 10. Yes.
That's the pirate horse. Arzak. I'm getting loopy early today.
It's good, Oldie.
James. All right. So let's take a look. Split screen here. I'm just going to have to rearrange the screens. We actually could go quad box here because we got 3 races about to go off.
No, let's go to Kentucky Downs, Oldie. That's the premium race here. We'll catch Monmouth Park. Hopefully they maybe poach drag a little bit.
Yeah.
The $2
They already
million.
are. They were supposed to go off before.
Yeah.
So maybe they're doing that on purpose.
Implementation.
The $2 million Mint
is
Kentucky
in the
Turf
gate
Sprint
with
oldie.
Air Force Red.
And it's not meant like a package of certs or
How's
Tic
that moves
Tacs.
in?
Mint is the casino at Kentucky Downs, the casino company.
I like it. Never
Mint
been.
Gaming.
Maybe someday.
I've driven
Durante
past it a
next.
bunch of times.
I think the next trip to a track's going to probably be
One's
back to
Pepsi.
Keeneland, oldie.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, we've definitely been talking to Scotty about doing something.
No bowls.
Oh, Steph said that I said we were going to fairgrounds, but she
Artem.
forgets the fairgrounds doesn't happen until
Runner
after
up in this
Keeneland.
race
So
last year
Yeah.
as an 8-year-old, as another crack as a 9-year-old in 2025. Charcoal, one of the last in, with a Rest Me Red. Oxtelm, third at 30-1 last year.
Every time I think
eligible list.
Axthelm,
And is the
I
last
think of
below.
former ESPN announcer Pete Axthelm.
Set. Racing. Bear River springs out in a hurry. Howard Wallowitz and Pipsy away sharply. And up wider on the track, No Bowls. Together with Charcoal as they race through the first furlong and thunder down towards the half-mile pole. It's Bear River setting the pace 3/4 of a length from the lone filly Pipsy, followed by No Bowls. And next, Howard Wallowitz fourth on the inside, followed deeper on the course by Charcoal. Cardem splits horses 5 lengths off the lead. Then comes
Chris.
Arzak in a midfield position.
I agree.
Arrest Me Red alongside him when they draw to the top of the stretch, less than 3/8 of a mile to go. Implementation and Durante are well back in the field. Air Force Red has become detached from the bulk of the field. He's right back at the tail as they come for home past the quarter pole, where Pipsy's running a giant race on the outside, looming to a narrow lead from Bear River. Cardem is joining in.
Come on,
No
fun,
Bowls are
keep
backing
going.
away between horses, and Howard Wallowitz on the inside is in
Beat
desperate
the
need
two.
of room. Bear River clings to the lead. Now the split comes for Howard Wallowitz,
Come on,
but it's
five.
too late. Bear River, the bird had flown, and Bear River
There you
beats an
go.
unlucky
Boom, to
Howard
you.
Wallowitz. Thirds, either a
That's
Rest
in
Me
the
Red
pick
or
3.
Cardem.
That was our
Terrible.
second pick, oldie. That I
Yeah.
remember when boom, Chris. That was amazing. Stop the race, like you said. When we covered that, I remember oldie because I liked the speed. Oh yeah, sorry.
Breath
Let's
away.
watch.
Victoria's Dancer making an early bid
Good
all the way to
boom,
joint
Chris.
third now with Dreaming of ABBA, and that leaves Ola Gata to trail the field. She's 5 off the lead as they're halfway home.
Domo
Ribble Taja just
Alagata,
cruising
Ola-
along at a good speed
Ola-
here. Leads by a
Gata.
length from Tuck Check, who's still chasing
Yes.
The hello
six. Dreaming
cat.
of ABBA down on the inside. Victoria's Dancer is 3 wide going into the turn. Breath away has gone to the second last
Boom,
position
Chris.
as Ola Gata just steady there into the far
go.
turn, but is still at the back as they start to
Get that
sprint
bib.
around the far turn. Ribble Taji has a 1/4 mile more to get. Neck in front of Tuck Check, who's right there to challenge. These two are off the turn together. Ribble Tajia cuts the corner and leads by a length, but Tuck Check
Come on,
is not
3.
going
Get
away.
the 6.
Ribble Tajia finding more, accelerates to a
Get
2
them.
lead.
Three,
Come on,
three's-
3.
Breath away
Three's
with
got
a
it.
powerful rally down the
Get up.
center. And Breath Away and Sammy Camacho have gone to the lead. Breath Away
There you go.
wins the Pilot Stakes. Running down.
Oldie, Chris
Ribble
Couples
Tajia
trying to get
and
to
Dreaming of ABBA.
NHC. Just hit that Bear River horse. Was 19-1, Chris. That's amazing. That's good for
Amazing.
our pick 3.
That's a capper for sure. Or pretty close. All right, we got Delmar race 2 and Saratoga race 10 coming up. They're going to go off on top of each other again. For the races we can't show portion of the show. But let's take a look at Delmar because we've already kind of talked through the Saratoga sequence there. And we got Mike Salata in the chat. Mike, any thoughts on Delmar today? I know you're writing the notes there, so would love to. Haven't had a chance to go in the chat and pick up your picks there, but let us know what you like as well. This Arabian Flirt, that 6 horse at 21-1 is flying at the end there. You're muted, Justin, too.
No, you're good, Oldie. I was letting you kind of host for a sec. Steph was cutting up some lunch.
All right.
Mike said tough race. Yeah, I mean, in races like this at Del Mar, Oldie, I'm predominantly going to just rely on the race sim. So I'd probably play maybe a 10-6 exact, a 10 over maybe a 4-6 exacta, and then I would, just maybe box them for a buck or something. I didn't.
Okay.
I mean, I thought it was a tough race, but again, I mean, the race sim, if you can get the 10 over the 4-6, that's a great race sim exacta. I mean, maybe it's the 10 over, maybe it's the try in a race like this, because the 4, 6, 7, and 8 are all good prices.
Yeah. I'm just looking to see here. Is there Cabo Spirit, by the way, now lone speed. That other speed did scratch out here of race 5. Remember we talked about, if I think it was the 8 or the 2 scratch, the other one would have a huge pace advantage. So that happened.
And that, wait, where? At Del Mar?
At Del Mar, yeah. I mean, the next fastest horse now is King of Gosford there. And then you have Formidable Man in the 3.
Chris, you're on the 3 with the meltdown. So
I didn't like the 3 there, but I think it has a chance. I may just add to the first leg here at the 6, 8, and I think the 3 was the other one I was interested in here. That's a 48. This one's dropping, did beat, but may need the lead. Maybe I'll go with the 7 there. I'll throw a long shot in there with the 6. We'll just leave that. We'll leave that. And I mean, it's a $60 ticket. So you got to beat the 10 here for it to really pay, but it's not a bad ticket here, especially if Cabo Spirit can hang on and to lone pace in the first race. I mean, in the last race in the sequence.
That changes my opinion. They're approaching the gate. I'll get the sound up here in a second. Yeah. It just that. I mean, the 4 definitely. I'm with you. I think that 4 is definitely the single.
Yeah. Could be a good day for Baffert today. There as well. But that's a huge scratch. I when I said that on the preview show, I didn't actually expect it to happen. And you'd have to look, is there...
Up with Curry.
I don't think there's time to have that look. But
Strength and Jaguar John, the last 2.
I mean, McCarthy's got 2 there.
And they're all in line.
I do hope the race sim's right, though, and that 6 runs here.
Good start by Jaguar John. Mr. Machu Picchu and General Jackson are fast early as well. They're all out for the front. And then comes
6 in the back.
Away running in 4th behind them. And
yeah, where...
moving up all the way up into 2nd. Distant Fleet is down on the inside by another 2. And then comes Kitten in charge, followed by Tiger Strength and Curry on the outside. At the rail, Coach Cronin is next. The trailer up the backstretch is Arabian Flirt. And now they're moving for the far turn. Mr. Machu Picchu, 3/4 of a length ahead. Wild Recruit is second. Jaguar John is 4 wide. General Jackson 3 wide as they
Eight's
make their way
a
around
big
the turn.
race.
22:05 for that opening
So
quarter
is
mile.
it 4.
Break of 3
Yeah.
and a half. The Distant Fleet on the inside. Curry, Kitten in charge. Is
4
next,
is
and they're making their way to
dangerous.
the top of the stretch. Mr. Machu Picchu has a 2-length lead as they turn for home. Jaguar John on the move now on the outside.
Come on, Oldie.
Kick away. Back into third.
One
is
time.
Jackson. Mr. Machu Picchu
Nah.
on the rail. Jaguar
10.
John on the outside. Dead even at the 16th pole. Jaguar John
Oh.
to the front. Jaguar John grabs the lead late, and Jaguar John will win it. Mr. Machu Picchu was second, and then came Coach Cronin and Distant Fleet.
All right to Saratoga, race 10. Marksman Queen, the long shot here, 11-1.
Thanks.
But I think we did. I just like the 7, Be Your Best, and you like the 4, La Mahina, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we're in Sarah. No, I was on the. I would think this is the Flower Bowl.
Yeah,
I was on the 8. Beleza.
Eliza.
Yeah, 5-2. Wow, my gosh, Oldie. Taking heavy action.
Yeah, I thought there was a third Clement, but it could have been one of those that scratched here.
The horses are approaching the starting gate.
Fast and Furious today, all you like. I was I think 8-4, Chris. Yeah, or no, I was 8-7 for the 7. Be Your Best. I don't know. I like the 8.
Not getting bet at all. For Safi there. Saya's already having a big day.
I like seeing that. That's awesome. Dude, Safi has horses, Oldie, they're like live everywhere. He just wins. He's been nonstop. It's crazy.
Hopefully one more tomorrow with White Abario for the upset there.
Gilly here, 247.
When I think Be Your Best, though, I think of that of the Disney song, Be Your Best, Be Your Best. That
Be
song.
Your Best coming up. They're in the gate.
Come on, Be Your Best.
And they're off in the Flower Bowl. And Amber Cascade is off last. It's a quick start for Long Ago. Be Your Best. Be Your Best, intent on getting to the front where she likes it.
Well, the one got a slow break.
Her rip.
Marksman Queen.
And the first few jumps to take command. Long Ago is in second. Madame Mischief came away in third. And then it's Marksman Queen in fourth. La Mahana is racing in mid-pack. She's about 7 or 8 lengths off the speed. Madame Mischief is a length and a half or 2 in front of her. At the back of the field, Amber Cascade and Bellezza will do her best running later on. Be Your Best has a 3-length lead with a lap to go. Long Ago is in second as Be Your Best, taking a strong hold of at this stage. Madame Mischief is by herself in third. Then it's Marksman's Queen in fourth. Amber Cascade inches up on the inside of La Mahana and Bellezza. 49 seconds flat for Be Your Best, who tries to sprint away now and has opened up a 4.5 length lead. Long Ago, second most of the journey. Another 2 back to Madame
Why are we going so quick?
To the back stretch. 3 more lengths back to Marksman.
No,
Set
no,
it
no.
up for 8, Oldie.
Cascade, and then
Or the 4.
Up La Mahana.
No, the
and
8.
Bellezza. 113-2 for Be Your Best. Bounding along. Be Your Best. 7 lengths clear with less than a half mile to go. Long Ago is in second. They are followed still by Madame Mischief in third. Amber Cascade. Marksman Queen is next. On the inside, Bellezza and La Mahana, those two side by side. Bellezza puts her head in front of her, a mile and 1:37.1. It's Be Your Best. Question and answer time for her. Turning for home. Still has a 4-length lead coming to the
Come on, get through.
on the inside long ago is closing the gap.
Oh, get through.
Is underway
Get
with
through.
a stellar stretch kick. And here comes Belitza after Be Your Best.
Yeah, nothing. And distance too long for the 7. That was my question.
Belitza in a strong flower.
Winner.
Amber Cascade was second. Be Your
Nice
Best
call, Justin.
third
Thanks.
with La Mejana.
Rodriguez keep flying.
Yep.
You help with your 7. Help with the pace, Oldie.
Yeah, I think the horse thought this was about a 9 furlong race.
Thanks, Chris. I remember covering that. It was a good ride too. It needed to get through there and just got through with the 2 and the 6 almost squeezed the 8. Gulfstream Park.
Belitza was first. It's a photo
Yep.
for second.
I think the 2 ended up running at a big price second.
Back to Gulfstream. Race 9. Here. Cross Haste is your favorite. The 4 for that's kind of surprising, right?
Yeah, we like Bird Wildcat. Currently 10-1. I love the price. That's amazing. This race, though,
yeah,
I think it's just the speed, Oldie. I knew this horse would be a short price, right? Because it's 5-2. It has the big pace number, but I think this horse backs up. It's so hard to win from out here.
Yeah.
I mean, the 10 wins on the race sim. I thought Bird Wildcat, though. And partially, Oldie, because, well, look at my note, but, 2 wins, 2 seconds, and a third going 7 furlongs. 6 horse, only 2% has run well, but Crichton gets back to 7, Oldie.
Yeah.
Been racing at 8. They cut back to 7, and you look here. I mean, this horse won at 7 in the slop, won at 7 here. These were 60s last, these were a while ago, Oldie, so definitely not the same horse, but maybe back in form. I mean, the question is, does he need the lead? But Perez probably be aggressive. He might, the 4's fast, but, maybe the 5 can get first jump, and the 4 backs up.
The 4 is 5-2 and is over 9 at the distance.
I know, that's my point. It's crazy. You can see there 0 for 9. Right? But that's where you take a horse that likes the distance. The 10 obviously is a player, but the issue is the post. It's just It rarely wins from out there going 1 turn on the dirt. And you're gonna want speed in my mind. That's why I think Bird Wildcat could get first jump. I don't think the horse probably gets the lead, but
well, somebody like the 6 maybe could get I think the 6 is a suit. The long shot, if it was still in the Sanchez barn, would probably be the favorite.
Right. Yeah. I'm not sure. Trainer just off the claim. I'm not sure who that is, but Sanchez had this horse running really well, Oldie, and then kind of out of form now. Lost as the favorite there. Just totally didn't run here. That wasn't the slop, so.
Yeah.
But they have front wraps on. I'm not sure what's happening, but.
Well, let's go to Gulfstream.
Looks like close.
Yeah.
But Bird Wildcat maybe he gets
unshared.
No, you're fine, Oldie. But again, I think Bird Wildcat getting back to 7 furlongs, maybe back in form after that win. So let's hope. 11-1, good price.
I definitely think he has a shot there.
The problem I just thought in this leg, that's where, again, I thought this sequence, like the next couple races I thought were tough too, Oldie, but just, if the 10 doesn't win, which I just didn't like the post, so it's tough. No speed out there. for Safi, but I mean, maybe this. I mean, a lot could win if the 10 don't win, and maybe the 3 can win. Not sure Edwin can win here for Sanchez.
Yeah. I don't know that the 7 or the 9 could win.
Whoops. Yeah. All right. Where are we headed? Oh, we got Gulfstream here, and then we'll be over to Woodbine. Win, and then Kentucky Downs isn't for 34 minutes, Oldie.
Yeah, it's because I think of they're spread more out because of the stakes. So, which is fine though.
Sandeman is the current favorite in this race. What? Not kidding. 3-1.
All right, let's take a look at that for a second.
Yeah,
Since
maybe
we have
as
time
we
here.
wait for Gulfstream.
I mean, people love betting Sandman. I don't.
Here, pull your screen up real quick, Oldie.
Yeah. People love betting Sandman. I mean, it's just, blows my mind continually. The horse has absolutely no speed. And this is a speed favoring turf course. So, it's a Tappet. It could run on the turf. It could be fine. But, they're good horses here. Like Test Score is a good horse. You're getting 4-1 there.
That's who I have. Test Score. I have the 2 and the 6 only in my pick 3.
And I think Tomasulo might have a shot here. I know that's insane, but it's Kentucky Downs.
Sandman has a slightly better chance of winning than I do.
It's like the lottery, Chris, where if you don't buy one ticket, you have a 0% chance of winning, but your chance of winning only goes up to a minuscule percentage by buying a ticket.
So I might have to place just a few. The 6 horse in the pick 3. I have 2 in the 6, Oldie. This 2 is like 20, like 300, and the 6 was like 600. But maybe might have a couple other horses. The 4 horse is such a price. That's crazy.
Wimbledon Hawkeye's been in against some good horses in Europe, and we've already seen one European runner be much the best here. It gets to Torrey. Was running at Ascot and Newmarket. Like, this is a legit horse. I don't think that Sandman should be favored over that horse. I just don't get it. But as I said, people love to bet Sandman. All right, here we go. We're going in the gate at Gulfstream.
Now post time. Lining up and moving in for race number 9, where we start the late pick 3 at 7 furlongs. 4-5 favorite Zozan for Team Safi and jockey Miguel Vasquez.
That is 10 posts, a tough post there.
In by Ringside and Golden Skull. Here's Lunar Rocket.
It's so tough. And that's such a short price.
Cross Haste is the gray. Waiting for Bird Wildcat and Zozan. Bird Wildcat. Race favorite Zozan to the outside.
Zozan.
7 furlongs the journey. They're Renegade.
No, they're not.
And they're off. Zozan got away cleanly and quickly from an outside draw. Here's Cross Haste moving to take the lead, however. Cross Haste to the top. Zozan is away in the second flight of runners. Moving out the rail, Ringside is not far away. Splitting horses, Mayhem and the Palace. Golden Skull is toward the rail in front of Holy Stick, who races inside of Nerves of Steel. Back from there, it's Lunar Rocket. The 2 at the
Malice
back
in
are
the Palace
and Bird Wildcat. And the run to the opening quarter. Off the inside, Ringside comes through to take the lead. Ringside challenging Cross Haste for the top. Out in the middle, it's Zozan from between horses, Mayhem and the Palace. Moving out the rail, Golden Skull in front of Holy Stick and Nerves of Steel. Two back to Lace Up, passing Lunar Rocket, and Bird Wildcat is last. They speed around the far turn at the 5/16. Cross Haste makes a bid to take the lead. Looking for an inside lane. Mayhem in the Palace tries to rally on his outside. It's the favorite Zozan. Zozan is now on the move. Three back to Holy Stick, who tries to get a rally together. At the rail, it's Golden Skull. They reach the top of the stretch. It's Cross Haste who has the lead. They went the half in 45-1. Cross Haste is in front. From the outside, Zozan. From the inside, it's Mayhem in the Palace. Eighth of a mile to go. Mayhem in the Palace and Zozan charging at Cross Haste. Cross Haste trying to get home. Mayhem in the Palace trying to pick him up. Zozan has got too much to do. Final 16th to go. Cross Haste. Mayhem in the Palace at the rail. Cross Haste.
Well, 6 would have been
Cross Haste
really
beats
nice
Mayhem in the
there.
Palace with Zozan third, then Golden Skull.
In my pick 5.
I agree. You beat the 10 though. I mean, that post was so tough. It was all the speed. My 5 horse didn't run a lick.
Nope.
But that doesn't. I just should have stuck with the early sequence.
Yeah, well, it was more that that horse needed the lead and it just didn't get it.
Yeah, I think it's reached that point in its career.
All right, we want to do an Emerald race. We got 2 minutes down. We got an Emerald race coming up here that we could sneak in. They're going in the gate.
Yeah, let's watch it. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
Now, Infinite Love and Pocket Knife. Pocket Knife goes in. Full set.
I heard the Pocket Knife's a sharp horse.
Runners away. Win any way you can, broke smartly. So did Solo and Beso at the inside. Cheering for Layla is right there to join the leaders now as they make way round the Mount Rainier turn. And Solo and Beso shows the way by a half. Win any way you can up to her outside, second by 3. Cheering for Layla's holding third by 2. Then comes Big Caddy racing fourth, a length more to Savita with a ground-saving trip at the rail up from the outside. Infinite Love, Pocket Knife at the back with 5/8 of a mile to go. First quarter, 23 and 46 100ths. Solo un Beso leads the way by a length. Win any way you can from the outside. Cheering for Layla's gaining at the rail now. So is Infinite Love up from the outside, charging up to the pace now. Big Caddy's back of the pack of leaders. Moving through comes Savita from between horses. Pocket Knife's 5 away. And around the far turn they go. 47-44 went the half. Solo un Beso continues to motor on and leads it by 2.5.
Motor it.
Was called on by Manny Americano, less than a quarter mile away now, and they round the turn and run for home. Solo un Beso shows the way off the turn, cheering for Layla, chasing from the inside. They've a furlong to go. Savita's on the go into third, but in deep stretch, Solo un Beso has answered the call from Juan Gutierrez. She wins it by 4 or 5. The race for second is close between Savita and cheering for Layla.
All right. Woodbine. Race 9. Kind of rhymes. Woodbine race 9. Ball's in your court, though, Justin. Is your favorite here at Woodbine? We'll watch the race sim. We'll see how Ball's in your court with the big pace advantage is going to do here.
I mean, looks like Oldie just gonna try to run away with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what the race sim has. 7 horse taking no action, kind of runs on, and then the first through the 5. I mean, didn't get the lead last out, so now going to get the lead for the 1. Oldie drops massive in SOR, comes out of a 40,000 into a 15, should get the lead.
And it's Lulu's friend, Norm McKnight, with that horse.
Yeah, I mean,
And maybe it's just 1-7, Oldie.
Looking at that first, or the trainer's 0 the last year, over 15. Not a huge sample, but still. Doesn't look like he normally gets them ready to run. I mean, the 7's dropping. I could see why they might think that it might show some light pace.
Well, yeah, but it ran in 42s, Oldie, and ran second. I mean, so I would say fits, but I still see that horse running second. I'm not sure the 7 could beat the 1.
Yeah, no, I'm also looking at it like it needs to be on the lead. It doesn't pass anybody.
Yeah, that could be too.
All right, let's say the 1 doesn't win. What would I do here? That would be the question. It might, for me, it might be the 8 with Citadard. And, granted, it was last time was on turf, but it did actually show a little bit of closing skill there. And it is getting is 9-2 right at its E morning line. Otherwise, you're looking at somebody like the 9 Song of War, who is lightly raced and could improve, or the 10, who's lightly raced. The 10, I will say, Beverly Chubb, she is 30% with second-time starters, so you should expect that horse is going to show something here if it can run at all. So maybe you look at a 1-8-10 exacta or something like that, a 1/8-10. And I mean, even if it comes in 1-8, I mean, that's paying you 8-1.
You're on the 1 over the 8-10. I'm on the 1 over the 7-5.
Okay. Going in the gate. Let me get the sound on.
Real Trick has come up.
I bet the 1 to win though. I mean, 6-5, but I don't see this horse losing, Oldie.
That's gate 3. Pulling back a little bit. And being brought to the line, Crimson Forest. Cookie's looking fire. And Geelong Samuel getting a reminder to come along. And it is the turn, not yet of Crumlin Mission, but of Love to Dream. Crumlin Mission a long way down the track. Crumlin Mission will come up last to the field. So it is now Crumlin Trouble, who's gone in. Kimberlina moves up. Songs of War was a compass to the outside gate with Uncharacteristic. The extreme outside, and the last will be first-time starter Crumlin Mission. Good odds, really, for everything but the favorite. Almost right. Crumlin Mission, gate 5. Fillies and Mare stand. All in and locked. Off their race, and a good start out wide. Kimberlina came out in front, pushing for that lead. His ball's in your court. Away sharply is Crumlin Trouble, and spearing through is Crimson Forest. And out in front, balls in your court. Crimson Forest at a fierce pace.
Looks like we have the wrong first to be in live.
Songs of War making good ground, and then Imperial Trick, Uncharacteristic.
Maybe
over on the inside, Pookie's looking fire.
Maybe the 1 will be
Dream and
maybe the
Crumlin
horse
Mission
cheap.
last. Showing the way narrowly, it's balls in your court, pressed all the way so far by Crimson Forest. 3 away, Kimberlina, Crumlin Trouble. On the outside, Songs of War, a gap of 4 or 5 to Uncharacteristic. And over on the outside, Pookie's looking fire. And on the rail, Imperial Trick from Crumlin Mission. Love to Dream, balls in your court, left them at the moment. Got away by almost 3. Crumlin Trouble trying to come up on the inside.
Come on, 1-7. Come on, 1.
The track. And as they come inside the final furlong, it's all balls in your court by full
No,
length to
come on, kick away.
Kimberlina, who's running a solid second down the outside, starting to really tear home. Balls in your court in front. Kimberlina's gobbling up the ground. Kimberlina goes on by. Kimberlina the winner. Kimberlina by a length.
Sit in as a tired.
Balls in your court and Third Love to Dream from Crumlin Trouble and Uncharacteristic.
Didn't break the best, and then, yes. Oof.
Still 19 minutes to the next race at Kentucky Downs, guys.
I saw that, oldie.
12 is now your favorite there.
Isn't that the final gambit?
No, I think 12's the
Final Gambit, I think.
The European Wimbledon Hawkeye. But it's lukewarm favoritism on test score, Sandman, and Wimbledon Hawkeye. They're all 7-2. As we peek in there again. Delmar, race 3.
It's a great turf race, oldie.
Yeah, wide open, I think. A lot of speed. The Prince of Del Mar.
But
launch.
There is, but I mean, that horse could still get away.
Could, yes. It could just be the speed of the speed. You look here, though, you don't have a lot of horses that can rate here either.
No, I know. I mean, the favorite's Vodka, who just won. Currently 2-1, short price.
Prince of Del Mar, against similar, a little easier. Stopped last time out on the lead. The 8 for Doug O'Neill has shown it can rate and does have some tactical speed, but it's done most of that sprinting and on the dirt. I mean, I don't like the outside post, but I mean, this is a tough race, I think. Let's watch the race some. All right, and here they come to the stretch, and down the stretch they come. 2, 3, and 10 look like the ones that are going to be closing there if the pace is hot.
Chris, the 8's going to be right there.
Was he talking won the gallop? Okay, yeah. I mean, I thought that's the Doug O'Neill horse that I think can rate a little bit and may want the stretch out. I agree, Chris. But I just feel like there's so much pace here.
I could, but the speed could still do well. Man.
12's going blinkers on too. Like you need more speed here. And putting Paco aboard. Wow. All right, 3 minutes, 2 minutes to post here. Let's look. I mean, if you're looking for a double, you could maybe try an 8-4 double.
Yeah.
Yeah. An 8-4 double, or if you like the 9, even though we don't like the GSR here, on the 9, and 9. Let's actually look at the double prices before we actually quote that. But Help if I wasn't looking at the will pace, though. I meant the probables. All right, so what did I say? 8-4 is paying 33 to 1. Pretty good. The 3-4 is playing 10 to 1. Those aren't too terrible.
What's the one? I like the speed here at Oldie. Yeah, 30 and 12 to 1 on the 1 and the 2.
Yeah. And vodka, the 6. I mean, even that is 12 to 1 to the 4. All very reasonable prices. It's a big field, so the money apparently doesn't know where to go either. And but that's where, I think that's where I would go here, is maybe do a double. The pricing seems pretty fair. Again, the race sim thinks 2-3-10. So
Delmar moving into line next. Winning Patriot. Vodka going in.
Vodka.
Raisin Lee stepping up to line, as well as Cardiff Crack. Prince Dolce, the next one. Poker Night and V's going in. Supernal. Next will be a non.
Anon or Anon?
A non going in. Waiting for Chrome Flash and Mystic Spirit. Mystic Spirit, the last one to step forward, walks up to the gate, goes in, and they're all in line. They're off. Good even start. Prince of Del Mar on the inside, Anon on the far outside, farther out even Mystic Spirit. These three for the front with Winning Patriot, away running in fourth, right behind them. Then Supernal, Poker Night at V's is next, Chrome Flash on the outside, and Vodka has been guided to the rail to save all the ground there, 6 lengths off the lead. It's 2 lengths more back to Brazen Lee. Cardiff Crack is third last early, ahead of Prince Dolce and Freeport Joe. Pace is on us, 22.12 the opening quarter mile for Prince of Del Mar, who's pushed along by Mystic Spirit in the run up the backstretch. Anon is 2 lengths off of them. Supernal follows in fourth. Winning Patriot is fifth. United V's, now Vodka, one off the rail, still 6 lengths behind. On their outside is Chrome Flash. It's a length and a half farther back to Brazen Lee, who's down on the inside with 8 lengths to make up. Cardiff Crack moves up alongside, and then Freeport Joe and Prince Dolce. 46.04 was the half mile. Prince of Del Mar heads into the far turn. Mystic Spirit is a length behind in second. Toward the inside, Anon is right there in contention in third as they make their way around the turn. Cardiff Crack is circling up on the far outside. In the meanwhile, the favorite Vodka is behind horses, still 7 lengths behind as they come to the top of the stretch. Prince of Del Mar, Mystic Spirit, Anon takes them on the outside. Cardiff Crack's closing down the center. Right behind them is Winning Patriot. Down toward the rail, Vodka trying to run on late, but running out of time with Anon to catch. And Anon is going to do it. Anon from Winning Patriot. Then a photo, Prince of Del Mar or Freeport Joe.
All right, and on at 9-2. On to Saratoga and the Spinaway for 2-year-olds, grade 1. And the money's all on Tommy Joe here. I shouldn't say all, but plenty of it is. RaceSim suggests it's a 2-horse race between the 4 and the 5, though. Chris, yeah, R8 didn't run too well. Let's look here. Justin, what do you think about the 4-5 or 5-4 exact is going to pay here?
Oh no, the 6 is the value though.
You're getting 12-1 on 4-5 and 11-1 on 5-4.
The 6 with both of them's 40 and 43-1. The 8's the favorite, oldie. 4-5 and Tommy Joe. Like, I don't understand.
I don't either.
I mean, even money?
Even money makes no sense to me.
And I know this horse won and won well, but my goodness.
I mean, the horse that I think might have some value is the 9 with Safi and Zayas there. Perhaps closing late. Maybe even the 3 has some value, like in terms of one of those 2 horses getting up for a piece. But I mean, isn't Mythical going to be tough on the lead unless one of these horses? I mean, the 6 is going to have to take the starch out there.
It might. I mean, that's where I had the 5 on top over the 4, but the 6 does. Could have a pretty hot pace, and the 5 just is a dream trip. And the 5's romped in both those. I mean, maiden and then the stakes race looked just super good doing it. I'm still sticking with the 5 on top, oldie.
And I'll stick to the 4.
It's post time.
Post time. Whoops. Sorry, heading back. The grade 1 Spinaway, oldie.
Moving in for the Spinaway.
That Safi horse, August 3rd, right before the, has a 1 of 181 work. But it was after it was before the first race.
Tommy Joe coming up. Here's Spirit Doll in the colors of Peachtree Stable. And the last one is Day to Day. Day to Day walks in. They're in the gate.
I mean,
And they're off in the Spinaway. And Mythical, as expected, broke alert.
Oh, look at that. Five got the lead.
Cena sprints clear. Tommy Joe came away in the top flight. She's third.
Come on.
Followed by Riley Toll in fourth. And followed by Spirit Doll, 5 lengths off the lead. Day to Day and Percy's Bar is at the back of the field. There's a battle on the front end. It's Cena and Mythical going at it to the half-mile pole.
I heard you can't see him.
Tommy Joe through a quarter in 22 and 1. Riley Tolley along the inside with Spirit Doll just outside of her. Another 2 back to Percy's Bar and Day to Day. Mythical and Cena continue to do battle.
Come on, 5.
Tommy Joe looming large on the outside, just getting a little nudge from Kendrick Carmouche, and there she goes. Tommy Joe sweeps on by, and Percy's Bar is starting to roll home on the outside, the half in 44.
Well, the money was live.
And Tommy Joe has built up a commanding 5-length lead. Percy's Bar is doing her best, but it's all about Tommy Joe, who has a first-class ticket to the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies.
Much the
Tommy
best.
Joe rocks in the Spinaway. Percy's Bar was second. Riley Tolley finished third. Fourth between Day to Day and Mythical.
Well, the Toddster got a runner.
Yeah. Probably likely to be among the favorites in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. All right, we got Kentucky Downs. We're finally 3 minutes away from the Nashville Derby, I believe it is.
Big purse. I have the 2 and the 6 in my pick 5, oldie. Or my pick 3. I didn't play the pick 5.
I mean, the race sim has the 4 carrying them a long way, though.
26-1, okay.
I mean, really a long way. I mean, it finishes second on the race sim. But you know, I think
the only problem I remember when we talked about this horse is just that I'm not sure it's going to want to go 10.5.
For sure,
but it's a big price. I mean, I love the price. I mean, the race sim has the 2 winning, and then the 4 only, and then the 6. I mean, Sandman, is 4-1. Wimbledon Hawkeye 3-1. That horse probably has a shot, right? Coming over for Owen. But
Tony says the 8 should be the favorite in the Breeders' Cup. We are heading towards the gate, though, already in the Nashville Derby.
all right. Hopefully this be a good one here.
We're about to move into line. His Tastic leads the way into the gate.
But he's bombastic.
Road. Test Store comes up with Sandman.
Tis Tastic, easy for somebody else to say, does have a win over the Kentucky Downs
Noble
surface.
Confessor and King of Ashes. Half the field is in. Tomasello ready with Maximum Promise and Burnham Square. Here comes Simulate. followed by Final Gambit.
$3.5 million purse, or the
Wimbledon
DK
Hawkeye
Horse
will complete the
Nashville
line.
Derby.
The DK Horse Nashville Derby is about to be contested for a $3.5 million purse at 1 mile and 5/16 at Kentucky Downs. They're all in.
Come on, Tony. We want the 6. I have him. I pick
break.
3.
Racing. And Tomasello begins sharply together with King of Ashes and Tescore near the inside. From wide out, Noble Confessor is working his way into a prominent position, but around the first bend, it's King of Ashes, newly blinkered, going to the lead over Tomasello, and
they're
they
gonna
keep
go
2.5
fast.
clear from Noble Confessor and Test Score. Wimbledon Hawkeye and Simulate side by side, heading onto the back stretch. Burnham Square to their inside. So Wimbledon Hawkeye's planted 3 deep at the mile pole. Sandman is next. He's followed by Maximum Promise, Hill Road, Tistastic, and 4 lengths off to Final Gambit last of all as they begin the ascent. They climb the hill towards the 7/8 pole. King of Ashes bowling along by 2.5 lengths. Tomasello perched second. Another 2 lengths away comes Test Score on the inside of Noble Confessor. They're followed by Wimbledon Hawkeye and Burnham Square. Simulates next in the field, about 7 lengths off the speed. Hill Road's in the second half of the field together with Tistastic and Sandman as they make the descent into the far turn and swing around towards the half-mile pole. And King of Ashes shows the way in the Nashville Derby by 1.5 lengths to Tomasello and 3 lengths off third in the race, Noble Confessor, followed by Test Score and Wimbledon Hawkeye. Maximum Promise has 8 lengths to make up. He's 3 wide. Burnham Square has the red colours towards the inside, followed deep on the course by Sandman. Simulate between runners. Hill Road's a long way back. Final Gambit's moved past only 1 horse, that being Tistastic. Final Gambit's still about 10 lengths off the lead and swinging extremely deep as the 3-year-olds face the judges with $3.5 million staring them in the face. Past the quarter pole, the whip's out on King of Ashes. He's being claimed quickly by Wimbledon Hawkeye with a sharp turn of foot. Wimbledon Hawkeye storms into the lead, pursued by Burnham Square. Final Gambit with a belated bid down the outside. Wimbledon Hawkeye joined by Burnham Square. Burnham Square, Wimbledon Hawkeye, stride for stride in the Nashville Derby. Wimbledon Hawkeye kicking strongly. Photo, it's close. Wimbledon Hawkeye looks to have won it by a nose to Burnham Square. 3-way
So
goes
Burnham
to third.
Square, that's
Hill Road,
the
Test
bluegrass
Score, and
winner.
Final Gambit, well, the
Yeah. Missed that one. That was a nice pick 3, too.
Yeah.
Started off hot, not anymore. Cooled off.
Yeah, I mean, Wimbledon Hawkeye, that made sense.
243 to 1. Pretty good. Wow.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Gulfstream Race 10. And it's Catalytic is not taking money. Neither is Hades, actually. They're both at their morning line right now. The 5 Roar of the Beast is the one taking the money.
Yeah, I think that's the Safi runner. The problem is, I mean, Hades is not letting Roar of the Beast just run off with Torres. So,
yeah,
if that happens, I think it could set up for the 3 or the 4 versus the 6. That was my perspective. If they fly, Oldie, they go really fast. I think it might set up for the 3 or 4 versus the 6, but.
And the race sim thinks 5 gets the lead.
Yeah, I know.
Tony, you like the 7 here.
All right. Oh, almost Gulfstream time here.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready to approach the gate.
Maybe they'll leave Burnham Square on the turf after that run.
Right? I know. One of the better races for sure. Picked up a good paycheck too to run second there.
Yeah. All right, we got about another minute here.
Getting ready for the Black Diamond Cat, the feature here on the Saturday card. And, I'm on outside the box a little bit here with the 4 Relampago Verde. I heard Ron and Samantha talk. You can't really disagree with anything they said. Is he as good as the 1 Hades or the 6 Catalytic? Yeah, maybe not. But I do feel like he's getting more and more acclimated, maybe not only to the Debona barn, but the main track in Gulfstream Racing here. He ran well last time. Ronnie said it, though. He didn't really have much of an excuse, but I kind of thought it was a little bit of a breakthrough effort for him. They're going to go fast early. We know that. They might even go faster today with the short stretch finish line. Typically, this isn't the kind of jam for a horse that's going to come from off the pace, short stretch, mile and a 16th races. But he ran well last time. I think he's got another forward move in him. And here's the other thing, too. We always talk about this. We're gambling. And he's going to be a much, much better price than 2 horses that he wasn't that far behind last time. So we'll put him on top. Lightning Tones is interesting to me. I tried to make him. I tried to put him on top. I couldn't quite do it because he was flat last time. He's going to get back out to 2 turns at the mile and the 16th. Again, another horse that doesn't necessarily fit the profile of the track, of this distance and this layout, but he's run darn well over it. He's even won a Sire Stakes over it. So he's going to come on late. Maybe the freshening helped him a little bit. Hades and Catalytic, what can you say about the 2 of them? They threw down last time. Does it come back to him a little bit? I don't know. Hades ran the better race. I don't think he was ever losing. I think the DQ is justified, but you got to go right back to the well today, and you're going to run hard every step of the way from the rail, and it's going to be interesting to see just how much pressure Catalytic puts to the outside. And don't forget the 5 Roar the Beast is in here as well. And he's got a world of speed stretching out back to 2 turns for Safi Joseph Jr. He's certainly not giving anything away early on either. I expect a lot of hitting up front. So I'll play for a little bit of a surprise with the 4 Relampago Verde. We'll hear Pete on the call.
And, I just thought about the fact too, that's a big payday for Frankie too, to pay off his tax bill.
Oh, yeah, he won that race.
Yeah.
We were right over there.
Tony, I am all in. Oh, I cut you off. Go first.
You're finally. Go ahead.
I'm all in on Fierceness, Tony. Fierceness by open lengths in that race.
Tony, I'm with you. I'm on journalism. Nice horse. Gonna be tough. I mean, face fierceness though, but might show up and people start talking about journalism again after talking about sovereignty so much, Oldie.
Well, sovereignty's run right past journalism a bunch of times now, so a few times.
Yeah, I hear you. It's okay. It's not the way it always has to work, Oldie. I mean, Scrat, I don't. I do have Mariners tape from 1995.
It's now post time.
When they continually won a lot of baseball.
Race number 10, the feature race of the afternoon. This should be a good one. We had a heck of a battle last time.
I have Animal House somewhere on VHS.
We'll be at
and
each other again
Spaceballs.
today. Smart Striker draws the outside and will complete the line. They do go to the first finish line here.
Ted Striker?
They're in the gate. And they're off in the Black Diamond Cat overnight handicap. From the middle, Roar of the Beast was quick off the blocks and clears inside traffic to lead the field into the first turn. Moving up on the outside, Catalytic. He won't be far away. He's racing up the challenge for second now. Moving out the rail, Hades is in a bit tight. He actually got shuffled back a couple of spots. Up and by him went 5 Eyes on Sky Stars.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough day for Hades, it looks like.
Then it's Las Olas, who's between horses, 3 wide Relampago Verde. Smart Striker is second last, and the late running Lightning Tones, last of the 8 behind an opening quarter in 23 flat. Roar of the Beast and Yober Torres make the fractions. They lead by half a length. Catalytic is in a great spot second. From the inside, Five Eyes on Sky Stars. He's a joint third. Las Olas is much usually they're closer than usual. Then Relampa Verde. He's going to have his hand forced as Ocasio has moved Smart Striker to the far outside. Hades is sequestered. He's in big-time traffic at this stage. He's following Catalytic, however, and the trailer is Lightning Tones. They went to half and 46-3, and they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. It's now Roar of the Beast, who has a challenge from Catalytic in second. Las Olas, he's a huge price. He's actually in striking distance. Threading through traffic is Hades up on the outside. Smart Striker. Five Eyes on Sky Stars is next. From the back, Lightning Tones under a full head of steam. He was sixth. He's now fifth, now fourth, now third, and charging to challenge Lightning Tones on a roll. They move to the top of the stretch and enter the short stretch of the 1 mile and a 16 run. Lightning Tones under a full head of steam. He's gone from last to first, and he's powered up to take over. Catalytic is back to second. Roar of the Beast and Hades are next, but at 5-1, it's Lightning Tones and Miguel Vasquez to win it by a length and a half. Catalytic was second, 5 ahead.
There you go, Tony.
Roar of the Beast third, then Hades
boom for Tony
in 142-2.
Yeah, nicely done, Tony. I didn't know you liked it. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Rough race. Rough race. Came flying off.
All right. We have, what do we have next?
The 4-horse running over at Del Mar.
Yeah, the Baffert. Mistrial. Baffert filly working okay. I mean, doesn't look like amazing Baffert works. But it's taken all the money.
Yeah, I thought this horse was a single oldie, the 4. But
I did single.
Definitely cooled off a little bit from earlier. I mean, definitely, it's gonna be a short price.
Yeah, it's right on its E morning line.
Well, yes, but my point but I don't know. I didn't really like much else here, but I didn't watch a lot of video or anything. I mean, Source has the experience sometimes that can just second time out.
Yeah.
Oldie, I mean, took money first time out, but didn't get the lead. Stumbled, bumped, had trouble. I mean, maybe one of these. Maybe one of these others can run, but
I mean, you have some big works on this Molly E. For McCarthy there with Johnny V aboard. I mean, McCarthy usually doesn't have them ready to roll first time out. But these notes look pretty good on this horse. If I were to play against, that's where I would go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't see the same quality. Well, I guess the Baltus horse has some nice works and some works that don't look all that impressive. But I really don't see anything much else here. And the other McCarthy doesn't seem to be quite as sharp either. But I don't know that I want 5-2 on that horse either. But we do have a pick 4 starting there. And I know that this is my confidence play. So that would be my single. So if I wanted to take I could either go slim here. I don't need to go 24. I need to go like 8 or 6. Let's look at this last leg. Which is pretty wide open.
I mean, Tenma, I like her. I mean, I think it's like single spread single in my mind, Oldie. Single spread, probably.
So I would do something like that for $10. If you wanted to go 20 and take a shot against the 4 here, where I think Tenma's winning that race, I would add the 3 here. That's it. It's $20 if you do that. And of course, you can play that multiple times.
Do you still like King of Gosford, Oldie? Or you think that's more of a spread leg now?
I think that's more. I mean, you could consider taking a shot at Cabo Spirit on the lead there. You know, almost got it done last time in the Ed Reed.
I know that's I think
formidable man.
It changes that race a ton. I thought those 2 turf races were tough.
I definitely think you could just do that too and go $15 and throw the 3 out. I did not really like the 3 anyways. Or you could play a Cabo Spirit to, and I'm probably going to do this, play a Cabo Spirit to Tenma double there too. You know, actually, if I'm doing it, I might as well play it as a straight pick 3.
Mm-hmm. You like surveillance, Bill.
So I'll just play a 4. I'm going to play a 4, 2, 1 straight pick 3. All right, they're getting ready to go in the gate. Do we have the sound up there?
Yeah, there's no sound, Oldie. There's sound now.
Yeah, just because we don't have the video, I can't tell.
No, you're good. I got you.
Mistrial going in. Santa Monica Beach and definitely probable the next 2. And the last 2 to load are Molly E. and Heaven's Bolt. Molly E moving in. They're all in line. They're off. Slow beginning for Bonsai Betty. Mistrial broke great today and goes out to the front in company with Santa Monica Beach and Molly E. It's these 3 who flashed some early speed. They're across the track. Evans Bolt is behind them. Break of another 2 back to definitely probable. And Bonsai Betty is well out of it early as they head up the backstretch. Molly E has a head in front. Santa Monica Beach on the inside second. Outside of them, Mistrial makes it 3 line as they make their way into the far turn. 22:01 was that opening quarter mile. It's 4 back to Definitely Probable, and then it's Heaven's Bolt on the outside and Bonsai Betty. Around the far turn, Mistrial makes her move for the lead and takes over. It's Mistrial to the front, opening up the lead by a length and a half. On the inside, Santa Monica Beach, Heaven's Bolt is gaining ground 3 wide. Molly Ian behind them, Definitely Probable on the far outside. They're into the stretch. Mistrial and Heaven's Bolt. Heaven's Bolt runs right by Mistrial. Heaven's Bolt to the front. And from
Just had the
way
wrong
behind,
second choice there.
he just kicked it in and has moved up into second, but it will be Heaven's Bolt to hold on by a neck. Bonsai Betty was second, then Mistrial and Definitely Probable.
Well,
all right.
4 wasn't the goods there.
No. Saratoga. Race 12.
Photo finish, hold all tickets, final time 1:10.89.
I think the question is, can rookie card get away here for Gargan?
I thought I had a big shot. That's where I'd go on top. I mean, I'd rely on the race sim. I mean, I thought that looked tough. I know there's 7 wins there, Oldie, but I think rookie card might.
I mean, to me, it was either the 2 or the 7, but on top was where those were my 2 strongest opinions, I guess, out there is how I would put it. But I thought this was a pretty wide open race.
I mean, wins on the race sim. I mean, if it doesn't win, then the lot can win. But I think I'm going to take them all the way. I like the daily double Oldie 2 into the 5. You know, what's the odds? The double probables 2, 5, 8-1. Not bad. That's where I'm going to go.
What is the 2-7 exacta pay here? 13-1. That's not bad either.
Mm-hmm. The E long shot finished second.
I mean, I even think the long shot Acoustic Avenue has a shot here.
Well, I mean, 11%. I mean, this is a wide open allowance. That horse has run really well at 6 furlongs. I mean, hit the board at 9 of 11.
It's going to be closing.
I feel like. I mean, it looked like the picks, but 2 is 7, 4, 5. But I think you have to add the 2 on the win percent. To me, it's one of those 4, Oldie. But I like the 2.
All right, I'm going to go 7. What you
Harmeal and Ward.
And this horse, last time out, didn't like the slop, but it's won in the slop before too. But before that, it finished in the money in every race since it broke its maiden. Either won or finished second, or it has 1/3 there, but gets back to 6 furlongs. His tactical speed can rate. All right. We got Emerald after that, and then the last stakes race, I believe, at Kentucky Downs of the day.
It's a good one there. Looks like we got about a minute, oldie, to post. They're headed that way at Saratoga. Wait,
Yeah.
Saratoga ends on Monday, oldie? Is that when it is?
Let's look. I
think
think
it
it
might
is.
be.
I know it's this week. Yeah. So that's tomorrow. No, there's nothing in the system for Monday. It looks like it's just.
No, yeah, they are. The first, that's Monday.
Yeah, I thought I looked there. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I pulled the wrong day.
Today's
You're
the
right.
30th. Tomorrow, yeah, they race
Yeah.
Monday.
So the hopeful is the grade 1 that day.
Yes.
And you have a Baffert running there in Butane.
Mm-hmm. Favorite.
Asmussen's got a couple horses. He's got one with Jose aboard.
No, one with Irad, one with Joel.
I thought it was. Oh, you're right.
Jose riding the Cassie curtain call.
Won by 8.5 lengths last time out.
All right. They're getting ready to load over here. 2 more at Saratoga. I'm on the 2-5 double, oldie. Let's see if Rookie Card can get us back on track.
It's post time. Speaking. Going in. Here's Surveillance coming forward. Victory Way will be the last one to load. Surveillance going in the colors of the Winning Move stable. 1 of 2 in here for Linda Rice. Putting the final touches
her
on
Rice.
the ending 2025 season. They're in the gate. And they're off. And a very even start. What you talking about? Here's Rookie Card coming through along the inside to battle. And Victory Way. 3 of them vie for command. The gray is Surveillance in a good spot along the inside. 4th, Acoustic Ave is next, followed by Speakeasy, the 2 trailers, War Stride, and Lock and Key at the back of the field as they come to the half-mile pole. And it's the speedy Rookie Card who zipped an opening quarter in 22-1, pressed by What You Talking About in second. Victory Way, Surveillance, in between those 2. Acoustic Ave is a close-up 5th. 3 lengths covers that quintet as they round the far turn. Speakeasy is next. Lock and Key and War Stride trails. A quarter of a mile to go. There's room on the inside for Surveillance coming after these leaders. Rookie Card just shifted in. And he and What You Talking About are battling. Surveillance 2 lengths back in third. Acoustic Ave running a good race too. 1 furlong left. And it is What You Talking About with a 2-length lead. Acoustic Ave is trying to get him on the money. Here's Acoustic Ave coming at What You Talking
Long
About.
shot.
Here's the line.
Yeah.
Acoustic Ave got up. What You Talking About second, Victory Way third, and then Surveillance.
Got your eye on Surveillance. All right. Emerald, race 4.
This is it's a tough race, man. I mean, I lean towards speed somewhere. But yeah, I don't. This bottom level oldie 2,500 like bottom level claimers. It's a rough group. We've all won once.
So you're telling me the 2's going to stop?
Maybe. I mean
he's got the red arrow there going backwards.
Yeah.
It's not dropping. 1 wins the race, Sam. 3 took money. I mean, the 1's been in much better races and then dropped to the lowest level and still didn't win, but was claimed there by a much better trainer, it looks like.
Yeah, Rosales.
So you have to figure that that horse is live. I mean, I think 3-1 is the play there. In the presence of the 6 and the 8, it's going to create some speed here with that too. That's what I see there.
Delmar, I mean, we can't. I did not handicap the Delmar. Well, no, we did because we looked at the stakes race,
Yeah.
so we could go there. It's race 5 now, Tony. So what's that? Is it starting the next race? Must start in the next race.
No, it's not. It doesn't. The late pick.
Well, that's the pick 6 starts in the next race. Yeah, or like 2 races. So, I guess we're gonna watch this race. The 2 is taking a lot of money.
Yeah. I still think 3-1 is the play here.
Three singles, Tony. That's amazing. Good luck at Gulfstream too. Yeah, you have all the horses. You don't have the 1. That was the only other horse. That's it. I thought it was kind of a tough leg or a tough. Yeah, the last race I thought was tough.
Good luck, Tony. For sure. All right, going in the gate at Emerald. I'll put the sound on. Hopefully they've shut their music off.
Field set to load now. Her blind side moves to the inside spot. Here comes Hot Betty. Now they're joined by Dumer. She says hello, steps up, as does Toodaloo. Betty Rayano under the blanket, 1 from the outside, a rider's trick, outside post, and always a diva steps in. All set. And runners away. Good start for Always a Diva, was quick off the mark. Rider's Trick Extreme outside. Moving through from between horses comes Dumare now, hot on the pace. Toodaloo directly back of that. Then comes Betty Riano, 4 off the leader. Her blind side follows next. Then it's back to Hot Betty, and she says hello. Around the far turn they go. And that was Toodaloo, who was taken up sharply around the turn. 22-13 first fraction. Always a Diva goes on with it as they run to the top of the stretch, and they round the turn and head for home with Dumare back in second now. Her blind side up to the outside is third, but it's Always a Diva showing the way, moving well in hand for Kevin Krieger on the outside. Dumare trying to come after her now, 70 yards away. Dumare launching a late surge, and
What was the
Dumare
jockey
rushing up
doing?
to
He
win
was
it by
riding
a length
like
and a half.
the race was over.
Always a Diva, her blind side
Dude,
close together. Then
Ollie, that
comes
was
Betty
crazy.
Riano,
I don't know. That horse for sure was going to stop it. The track announcer made it sound like the guy was just going to kind of roll away. And the problem is the jock wasn't even really riding, Oldie, and then just like totally gave it up.
And the other problem is that's the way that horse, that's what the horse does every time. Nobody should be surprised by that.
Yeah, that was wild, man. Kentucky Downs, Oldie, 3 minutes here.
Sure. Let's go to the Downs here. I think we had a healthy disagreement on this one.
No. Oh yeah, the 11th? No, not really. You were on the 6th, right?
Yes, the European invader there.
I'm on Charlene's Dream, the 9, but I don't. The tough. This is. I thought this was a tough race, Oldie.
And I thought Sugesta was the other one I was interested in there too.
The 5 big morning line angle.
But yeah, I think we've seen these Euros run really well today. This horse was in at Newmarket in a grade 1 against 80s.
I'm on the Dream. I mean, it's definitely taking a little action. Not much, but currently 6-1. I mean, I think they furlongs will be good. They get back. I mean, it's definitely kind of a sneaky play, but the 1's fast too, though, Oldie. So I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of speed. Obviously, the public think Rosario gonna sit the trip with Special 1.
I mean, Sacred Wish really isn't taking any money after being the favorite last time out in the Matchmaker. This other, I mean, you do have the other Euro that was facing easier in Cheshire Dancer too, who's 10-1, and gets to Tory there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's bring them up. There's 0 minutes to post here. 6 is your best turned out award winner for whatever that's worth. And I don't think much is what it's worth, but
Lots of money coming in late on the 10-horse oldie, Pinup Betty.
Interesting.
That was my second pick. So it was 9, 10, 1. See if I can get it exact.
It's about to go off, so but not quite loaded in. They're off,
Racing.
unfortunately.
Lady Ilsa, slow to move. No pace out of Cheshire Dancer or Pin-Up Betty. Meantime, in our time, pings out of gate 1 and will set the early fractions a couple of lengths in front of Charlene's Dream. Special 1, Suggesta, followed round the outside by Moving On Up as they top the hill with 6.5 furlongs left to go. Cheshire Dancer is
6 had to
improving
check,
rapidly.
too, after the bad
Tardy
start.
Dispatch. Dettori has her up into midfield position on the inside, but it's in our time, cutting out the fractions by a length and a quarter, approaching the 5/8 pole. Charlene's Dream striding into a clear second. Moving On Up has moved up into third position. Suggesta travels fourth, followed by Special 1, drifting 6 lengths off the pace mid-race. Pin-Up Betty on a 3-wide course as they draw towards the 3/8 pole. Cheshire Dancer, Neon Beach well back with Sacred Wish, and on the inside, Lady Ilsa is the tail ender. They come past the 3/8 towards the 5/16, top of the stretch, and the leader in our time. It's in our time clear from Charlene's Dream. Suggesta the inside. And then comes Moving On Up in the red cap, white sleeves. A bit further back, Special 1, trying to thread through. Now easing to the outside and staking her claim in the green with red cap. She's coming boldly after In Our Time. In Our Time, bracing for the challenge of Special 1. Special 1, In Our Time. It's Special 1 in our time, and also going with them on the inside is Suggesta, but Special 1 has eked out the victory over Suggesta with Cheshire Dancer in a photo for third, along with In Our Time.
They ran those opening fractions like it was a 5 furlong or 5.5 furlong race.
Yeah, they did. They were flying, oldie.
All right. Let's just hang on for 1 second here. We have Delmar race 5 and Gulfstream race 11 coming up. We have Tony's last race. I do wonder if there's going to be an inquiry. There definitely was a bump from that overhead view. A couple bumps. What do you guys think?
I know I can't see, but definitely you could see them kind of come over, but you have to see the head on, see what happened.
Let's see. I mean, they're not hanging an inquiry sign yet, so, or an objection of any sort. Getting 9-2 on Cabo Spirit at
The winner, number 2, Special 1 is the unofficial winner, defeating number 5, Suggesta. 1/3 In Our Time. 4th was 3, Cheshire Dancer. 2-5-1-3 unofficially. The time 1:31.74.
All right, so the 2-1 double is paying 18-1 right now.
Chris. Yeah, they're really slow. It's crazy. You compare them to like some of the other tracks, and it's like.
Well, and they're still circling. Now they're going to the winner's circle now. So I'm assuming there's no inquiry. So I'll switch that off. We got Gulfstream race 5 or race 11 and Delmar race 5 coming up. Like I said, if you think Cabo Spirit can hang on here, that 2-1 double currently 17-1. That's a juicy 17-1 potentially.
Again, 9-2, Woldy.
But as I said, you might as well just double it into, if you're going to play it, you might as well just double it into 10 in the next. Don't you think?
Yeah, I don't know if I was originally on the 4 and 3, so it's like but I could see the 2 doing that. So the 4 is just the heavy favorite. I mean, the 7 taking money too, but I still think the 3 and 4 might be a little bit classier than the.
Then the 2, yeah, I agree. The 2 needs it to go all his own way here and be right, but the risk is priced in when you're 17-1.
No,
or
yeah,
16-1 now.
Yeah.
15-1. So whatever it ends up coming out at. I don't trust Mike Smith. I don't trust Cabo Spirit.
Well, they're loading. I got this.
Take the inside stall. Here's Suchet moving into line. Almendaris the next one. Z.O. Joe about to load. Formidable Man will be next. And King of Gosford to the outside stall. King of Gosford coming up. And in. They're all in line. They're off for the Delmar Mile. Cabo Spirit immediately to the front. Z.O. Joe's got some early foot as well. There's King of Gosford out third on the far outside. His Formidable Man is taken back, and Almendaris passes him from the rail. A little bit tight at the back of the pack there is Suchet running up on heels in last position into that turn. Suchet steadying there as Cabo Spirit takes charge at an even pace into that first turn. On top by a length and a half to Almendaris, and King of Gosford heads apart second and third. And moving up on their outside now is Z.O. Joe. Down toward the inside, it's Formidable Man and Suchet the trailer through a 23.77 opening quarter mile. Cabo Spirit on top by 2. Z.O. Joe now up into second on the outside. Almendaris is third down toward the rail. Then comes King of Gosford. Formidable Man in behind horses with 5.5 lengths to make up. The trailer is Suchet as they continue their journey toward the far turn. The half mile was 47.08 seconds for Cabo Spirit, who heads into the turn a neck in front, prompted by Z.O. Joe on the outside. Almendaris is 2 lengths off of them. King of Gosford is outside of Formidable Man. Around the far turn, Mike Smith and Cabo Spirit continue to lead the way. They're going to try to take them every step of the way in the Delmar Mile. And they're into the stretch. And it is Cabo Spirit. Formidable Man is making his move on the outside. Down toward the rail, it's Almendaris. And then comes Z.O. Joe. Cabo Spirit taking on. Almendaris and Formidable Man go by. Formidable Man has taken the lead, and Formidable Man wins the Delmar Mile. Almendaris was second, Cabo Spirit was third, and Zio Joe was fourth.
Should have stuck. My opinion was 4-3 all way, and then I didn't do it.
All right, we got the last at Gulfstream.
Yeah, I have no opinion in this race, Oldie. It's wide open. I think you could beat the 7. I think 7 could win. But yeah, zero opinion for me in the last at Gulfstream.
The 1 is taking a crap ton of money.
Yeah, that was my top pick. Makes a lot of sense in a race like this, I thought, Oldie. But I have zero confidence in this race. I mean, maybe it's D'Angelo, when they get to the turf. We had that play earlier, but I don't see, Yeah, I mean, the current favorite, 3-1. And I narrowed to the 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, but yeah. Non-betting race for me. Good luck, Tony, on the 8. That'd be good for your pick 4.
Did you want to close out after the last at Saratoga?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Well, 7 wins the race, but I agree with you. No confidence there.
Yeah.
Looks like it may need the lead. But, I think
Saturday finale here, we're taking a look at excuses, which hopefully he doesn't have many of those today, because I really like his form coming into this race. The mile and the 16th last time out was a good fit for him. I know if you look at the running lines, and he was passed just with the last 2 calls of the race, but it was just such a big improvement from that sprint race, and especially the mile and 70 yards on the Tapeta. And boy, he looks good here today for this task. I think he's a fair price going into this finale, and who I will be playing to close out this Saturday card. We're back with you tomorrow with 10 races. Best of luck if you're alive in any of your Rainbow Six tickets. Peter Ello with the call in the finale.
Good luck, Tony, if you're still out there. There you are.
Oldie, I have to grab the sound. That was on my end.
And as well, I think I like the 2 here.
Yep. Well, which definitely can win. They all can win here. Well, not all of them. I got a couple, but
I mean, in the Actress Barn, it ran some good turf races. And this is a big drop for that horse from those races.
you have to grab the sound, Oldie.
It's on. We're just not getting anything. We made it all the way to the end before the sound glitch struck.
Sloan is now a joint 4th with Big Bob toward the rail. Then Flag Officer, who's 2 in front of the Great Oscar. He lingers 3rd last in what is a strung-out group. 4 Beach Friends is 2nd last, and the trailer is Starship Magellan. Around the first turn they go. They went 23-3 for the opening quarter. They have 6:45 as the target. Settles into the backstretch on top by 2. Seattle Roar 2nd. Excuses is 3rd. Big Bob 4th at the rail, followed 5th by Shea Sloan, then Flag Officer. Moving up on the outside, the Great Oscar. He's the one in the yellow. He's moving in a backstretch blitz here out the center of the racetrack. The trailers are 4 Beach Friends and Starship Magellan. They make their way by a half at 46 and 4. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. 6:45 tries to find another gear. Excuses his second from Shea Sloan, who makes a bold bid 3 wide into third. Still under Morelos' grip. On his outside, the great Oscar's made steady progress from the back. Flag Officers needs to do a lot better. Big Bob hunts racing room. Plenty of hopes here as they reach
I'm
the top.
rooting for the 8 for Tony here.
110 and 2, 6:45. Mirage tries to find more. He still has the lead.
Oh, the one got shut off.
Ducks between horses. Excuses is still right there. The great Oscar on the outside. Final 16th of a mile. 6:45 driven for all he's worth.
Get him, 8.
There you go. Come on, 8. Get up for Tony one time. Get him, Tony.
The great Oscar got up and nailed 6:45 with Big Bob third. 141 flat.
That's good, man. That'll pay you a little bit over that'll pay you like $560. That's pretty good. Nice.
There's a little boom for Tony. Well done, Tony. It's the shadow of the wire. All right. The last at Saratoga. We've talked about this one a little bit, and then we'll close out. But you like the 5 here debt limit for Chad, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's where I went on top.
The French horse. I'm going to go with the 11, the long shot Laurel Valley for Mike and his maker, with Santana aboard.
Speed up front. I think that horse take him a long way, though, Udi. I think he has a big shot.
I mean, we'll need to outbreak these other 2 speed horses, but I think, let's see, the race sim thinks so too. The other Chad Main Beach is interesting as well for Can't Sal. Did show speed 1 a couple times, maybe, and it has some class, but maybe is here to rabbit for the 5 debt limit. I don't know. Just a theory. Have a great evening, Chris.
Thanks, Chris, for being here. Yeah, 5 for me too. Let's hopefully he's back to the grind. I didn't hear Marco. Oldie, why did Bob scratch Nysos?
I didn't hear either. I was, as you know, I wasn't home, so
yeah.
I just saw the text through the WhatsApp chat. I hear a dog barking though.
A dog barking?
Yeah, my neighbor's dog always is barking. Always. All right, debt limit, the favorite. Your lukewarm second choice is the other Chad Main Beach. Everybody else is pretty much spread out. Candy Town, the 2, I guess, is the third choice at 7-1. No, I'm sorry. Ramblin' Wreck just went to third choice at 6-1. I keep wondering on Main Beach, though. I mean, they thought enough to put this horse in the Hill Princess. Second off the layoff. Was working at Monmouth. They shipped it in here. Rapoli apparently sent this 4-horse to Nick Zito. Took it out of the Pletcher barn.
I remember this horse, Bulldoze. It was either at Gulfstream or Keeneland, probably at Gulfstream when it broke the maiden there. I don't know. I mean, 1%. Bulldoze, Lane Luzzy. I don't know. They're loading. I'm on the 5 oldie.
All right. Closing it out at Saratoga right now. Thank you, everybody who's hung out with us today. Hope you guys have a great
day. Good luck this afternoon at Del Mar. Go journalism, oldie.
Go fierceness. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Great Labor Day weekend. Spend some time with your families.
They're in the gate. Got some movement here from Waitlist. And they're off. Candytown comes out running for the early lead. Irish Gent is prominent in the early stages. Bulldoze is up close. And Laurel Valley joins the party on the outside, moving up to take second as they move into the first turn. Papiamento is next, followed by Main Beach, who's about 7 lengths off the speed. Down at the rail, Waitlist is now next. He is racing a couple of lengths in front of the next flight, headed by Without Caution. Debt Limit reserved in the opening furlongs, and Stretch Running, Ramble and Wreck. They string out through a quarter in 24 seconds flat. Irish Gent, Laurel Valley are 1-2 running down the back stretch, with Candytown getting a sweet trip just behind them in third. It's a gap of 5 to Bulldoze fourth. Papiamento is next, racing a length in front of Main Beach. Main Beach is 2 lengths clear of Waitlist as they head toward the far turn. Then comes Without Caution, Debt Limit second to last, and 3 in front of Ramble and Wreck, 47 and 4. Irish Gent, Laurel Valley called on now in second as Candytown inches a little bit closer. Bulldoze is starting to pick up some ground in fourth. It's another 2 lengths behind him.
You laughed at Bulldoze.
He'll have to go wide around the far turn. And now there goes Debt Limit. And Debt Limit and Ramble and Wreck are both making their moves from the back of the field there at the top of the stretch. And Candytown is up to take the lead in the center of the course with 1 furlong to go. Opens up 3 lengths now. A host of pursuers.
Call it, Tony.
Behind Irish Gent, who's still in second. It's all Candytown. Edgard Zayas with a stellar afternoon. Irish Gent finished second. Multiple horses battling it out for third, including Without Caution, Main Beach, and Dead Limit.
All right. That was fun. Only good start and fun day. Good luck this afternoon to everybody at Del Mar. Pacific Classes, great stakes racing out there. Go journalism, oldie, and you're on fierceness. Good luck.
Yeah, and go Cubs.
Go Cubs. Go Mariners. They're about to start. Thanks, Saul. Oldie, you want to shut us down?